Hello, everybody, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for episode 10 of Island in the Sky. It's called Anna, and yes, we are down our one lovely good boy. He's at PAX Unplugged, but that's okay. He's also in prison.
He's being good elsewhere.
Yeah. He's also in prison, so we'll see what happens to him. But we are here with the remainder of the cast and crew, so let's go around and do your introductions and jump right into this game. Let's start with Nat. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
Hey everybody, I'm Little Red Dot. I do all kinds of things across the internet, mostly tabletop games. Check that out. And tonight I'm here doing that tabletop game thing, rolling some dice with these awesome people, playing Tisla Onyx Fist, our curt yet somewhat loving dwarf that has rocks growing out of her fists. Apropos. So yeah, and she's in jail and she does not like it, and she has a lot to say this week. She has to catch up for last week. And you guys,
yeah, I feel like you're the most easily, like, you could just punch your way out of jail. I feel like
well, that was my plan. I was like, can we dig out? Why we didn't punch our way up into to begin with?
The whole thing
just would have been her plan. So anyways,
fantastic. Let's jump over to someone who definitely didn't get the rest of us locked up. Kenny, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And who are you playing today?
One instruction we were explicitly given was like, don't make the queen angry. And what happened? We made the queen angry. I'm Kenny, though, and I'm playing Alethea, and I don't make anybody angry ever. And I just want to get my friends out of jail. I trusted someone last week, and I feel very jaded and backstabbed, and I'm ready to knock some heads.
Perfect.
This week.
The arbiter of that backstab. Jack, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And tell us about Island in the Sky.
Hey guys, my name is Jack. I go by JackoBuddy everywhere online. Twitter is kind of my main place where you can find me doing different things. Primarily working with my company where I'm currently running like 5 different projects at the same time and doing editing work. So lots of fun things to do. And Island in the Sky is the campaign we're playing today. It's full of friendship, long lists of characters, really crazy epiphanies, and, well, we're probably all going to fall and die at some point. So
perfect.
It's a great game.
Speaking of your company, that's one of the sponsors for today's show, so tell us about your company, Jack.
It is. So Reliant Games is one of the sponsors for tonight. Reliant Games is the company that I own. They do work with podcast editing and hosting. So if you need like podcast work done, you can reach out to them. We also do some like freelance RPG writing work, and we have a pretty big announcement coming up pretty soon. So check that out. And to sponsor the show, we will be turning this show into a podcast. And we don't have a solid date on that yet, but it sounds like probably somewhere in January is what we're looking right now to start releasing the show on iTunes and all those magical places.
Fantastic. And to hear from our other sponsor, Kenny, tell us about the Dice of Rolling.
So I make dice. Well, I don't make them, but we put together these polyhedral dice for 5th edition. They are color-coded and in the quantities you need. We just wrapped up our big Black Friday sale. But if you want to go and grab some still, or the battle tokens, and use the code UMG, you get $1 off your order, and that will go to support Mike and unMadeGaming and all of his projects.
And if you guys want to sponsor these guys directly, you can go to our Patreon, where we are trying to fund the money to pay our casts. So go to check out patreon.com/unmadegaming. 100% of those proceeds now go to our casts and future casts, which is going to be super awesome. That being said, let's jump right into prison. Jack, take us away to the dark, dark, cold cells that we're now thrown in.
Okay, yeah. We are in some dark cells, but how did we get into these dark cells? Well, it started with fighting a lot of paladins all the way on the opposite side of the island. Human used his magic bag. He pulled out a golden feather that let him teleport people where they wanted to go. Alethea picked the lock on the safe. She snatched the other half, or the first half of the key that they need in order to reach the heart of the island. Just as everyone went barreling out into the beyond abyss off the edge of the island, but just in time, Human used the feather and teleported them back to Wes's parents' house, where he promptly smashed a giant hole in their roof. Good times. And then left the Emperor sitting on the couch. You know, what you gotta do.
Listen, we left him with a kobold.
Yeah.
When a kobold's coming to get him, we assume he got there. Yeah, totally. We all trust Mortimer, right? Yeah. So You guys went to the palace with one specific instruction: don't piss off the queen. So Wes goes and has a conversation with the queen, and what does he do? He pissed off the queen. Meanwhile, Alethea and the ever stealthful human snuck off. They found Anna, who said, "We don't have a lot of time, but meet me in this alleyway tonight, and I have a plan to get the other half of the key." So you guys snuck back out of the palace, no big deal. We went to try and meet Alethea's father in the wizard tower, but unfortunately he was not there. But we did leave him a kind of cryptic note that he knows would be from his daughter. Then they went to their rendezvous point in the alleyway. And, well, Anna didn't show up. A big group of paladins did and arrested our protagonists. So what we're going to pick up tonight is at the end of the scene when the queen is yelling that Wes and Tisla are under arrest and they're being dragged out of the room. So the question we asked 2 weeks ago that I'm sure the audience would love to know now is, what would Tisla be yelling as she's dragged out of the queen's throne room?
Hey, get your hands off me. We'll take ourselves out here if you want. Just stop it.
Yeah,
Let me go. And she's like, she says, "You're going to run your kingdom into the ground. The island's falling out the sky."
Yeah, and you just basically yell this, and like a cartoon, they like close the door and continue dragging you off, and you just hear your voice like behind the doorway.
Listen, you big-eared, egotistical bitch.
It just keeps fading away. You hear like halfway across the palace. Awesome. Yeah, so what happens is Tisla and Wes are dragged down below the palace where there is a very dark, very deep dungeon. They're thrown into a cell with very thick metal iron bars of significant strength. The guards lock you in, give you a look, and then leave you there. But only a couple minutes later, these guards return, open the cell with spears at the ready, and by force drag Wes out to somewhere you do not know.
Hey, you don't touch the little one. Stop it.
And Wes would probably say something at this point like, what I do?
By the goddess.
By the goddess, what are you doing? I'm a paladin too.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Guys, it's finals week next week. I gotta study.
Whoa.
I hope he watches
That's
this.
meta.
Yeah, so they drag him off and leave Tisla in her cell where she probably pounds on the walls and bars to little avail. These are very strong.
Rock knuckles and drag them across the bars instead of a cup.
And a couple of the other inmates in cells who you can't see because of the way they angle the cells, but you can hear probably yell, they're like, "Why'd you stop it already?" And things of that nature. Into the afternoon. So these things happen, and you continue to annoy your inmates for a while. Night falls, you presume, based on the amount of hours that pass. And surprise, surprise, some very familiar forms of Alethea and Human are dragged in all of a sudden and thrown in a cell, not with you, but across the row from you where you can see each other.
I thought you lot was coming to save me.
Hey, I was supposed to meet my friend in the alley. If you take me, I can't go meet my friend in the alley.
What happened? Did you find her?
Oh.
Did you find her?
That's what happened to you. That's right, you were in prison. I remember now. Huh.
Yeah, so are the guards still around? Or are they pieced out, or what's
Yeah, so the guard like sticks the key and yells a lock and like locks it a big click, and like he says, "Now behave yourselves." And he turns and just storms off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Question, do I still have an arm?
What's that?
So were we de-weaponized? Disarmed?
Yes. Yeah, so they have taken all of your weapon. They did allow Alethea to keep her arm, but they checked it for bullets first, and they took your pack and all your bullets, things like that.
Okay. Great. So, one, you guys had one explicit instruction to not make the queen angry, and now look where it got us.
I couldn't say nothing. It was like he was just talking all the time.
Well, where is Wes? Why isn't he with you?
Well, she clearly wanted to talk to us some more because they came and got Sid.
Oh, that's not good. He handle her.
He showed her the key. She knows what wants it.
Miss
He's dead.
Tisla.
He is dead.
Miss Tisla, know what I did?
You know, human.
I found Alethea's dad.
You saw your daddy?
No, we did not.
I was in his office.
Did you find the little one?
I looked like him. I was her dad.
We really need a code name for the, for
Oh, Anna!
Yeah.
We did find her.
No, human, no.
No? We did find her.
We should, another name, a secret name, so we can
I
say
like little one. Little one works. That's
the little one. Did we find the little one?
She was
We
playing
did.
pretty music.
And she told us to meet her outside the Wizard's Tower in the alley between the Wizard's Tower and the blacksmith's shop.
Yeah.
And so we did. We did take a little detour to the
Why
Wizard's
didn't
Tower
you
first.
just grab her and take her with you?
I tried.
He said that was a bad idea. So I trusted her. I trusted her. And so we went to kill some time. And then all of a sudden we get ambushed by all of these guards. And she backstabbed us. That little...
Well, okay, she is a wee one. She is wee. She could have potentially, I don't know, been tricked. Her mother is a crazy bitch. Trust me, I've seen her with my own eyes. She truly thinks that nothing is going on. That there is no such thing as magic disappearing.
Oh, no.
She's the Trump of this island.
Well, she's wrong.
Wow,
and now she has Wes. And that's a problem. And because Wes knows that
Let me just tell you, if nothing else, Wes will keep her busy because he just knows how to talk.
So here's the problem. They took my stuff. And in my stuff is the other half of the key necklace.
Hey, human.
Yeah.
How wee can you get? Can you get tiny?
Yeah.
Can you get tiny enough to crawl up inside that lock there and unlock it?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I can be a mouse.
Okay, I have an idea. It's kind of a crazy idea. And I don't know if it's gonna work.
Right.
But let's say you crawl up inside that lock there as, I don't know, a snake or a spider or a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And inside of it, you change back into human.
Okay.
Inside, and it...
Oh. Did you try punching it?
Can I punch it from this angle? Is there a way to get through and punch it? Because I'll punch the shit out of it. Is that an option? Is punching an option?
I mean, you can punch the hard, super heavy metal lock.
Can I give it a shot?
Sure as heck can. You can always give it a shot. That's an athletics check.
It's really hard.
I think like you hit it, and instead of the bar vibrating, your arm just
I'm like, I gotta catch it in here, like
loud, reverberating, metallic noise.
Yeah, let's check out. So I've done that a few times now, and it seems to be pretty solid. So I'm thinking we use human size to burst the lock open, or at least one of them.
But then what about the other one?
Well, one step at a time here, human. Maybe what I was thinking is I could make lots of noise, right? Call the guards in. You guys could hide on the other side of your unlocked door and wait. And then when he comes in, he turns his back, you jump in, we punch him a little, and we skedaddle.
One thing of note, I don't know if this affects your plan or not.
Oh god.
The lock is not like a padlock hanging on there. It's like the lock. It's like a prison cell. Like the lock is part of the door.
It's on the door.
Mm-hmm. It's just like a prison cell.
Well, don't do that, human. You might die.
Yeah.
I mean, the plan may
Might not work.
But it's not like a hanging padlock. It's just like a jail cell door. It's part of the door.
All right. Okay. Let me think. If they took, you know what they didn't take?
What?
They didn't take my fists, and they didn't take my gems. Friend, have you ever picked a lock with a gem?
You know, I haven't, but I really like what you're thinking because I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Like if we can,
if we could do this. Here, hang on. Yeah. And I'm gonna like pink and pluck two kind of like long, maybe thinner style like crystals.
Oh, so good to have her back.
And I'm gonna like toss crystals across the way to you guys. Yeah. Just, you try that. Not that I can, do it, but
So I do that, and I take the 2 because you need 2 because you have like the pins, and then you have
right.
part, so you do need 2. And so I'm kind of working at it with, and what's cool about having a prosthetic arm is like I'm not bound by like the normal range of motion that you would have trying to reach around. So I just flip that sucker over, and it's
You like
great.
dislodge it. It's like dislocated.
Great. So that's what I do because they can't take my sky from me. No,
I
that's
was
so
gonna
weird.
say the same thing.
Okay, good. And so I'm gonna do like a
Sleight of hand will be the check
sleight of
on that.
hand check. Let's see.
Unless you have thieves' tools, you are a rogue.
Well, the problem is she can't use thieves tools because she doesn't have actual thieves tools. She's using rocks,
That's true.
so, which is a shame because the DC was 15. and you rolled 14.
Oh, God. Okay. Well,
It's coming along nicely, but it's taking time. Like you're probably like still kind of picking at it, and you're like, this might work. Give
you
it
keep
enough time.
concentrating on that while I punch this door.
And I'll wait right here.
Okay, so that made a lot of noise. Are any guards coming? I want to stop.
I'm going to do it with advantage.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
I do like punch the door.
You punch the door, and you hear like a popping sound, and basically the deadbolt inside, like that metal rod, splits, and then the door just like flies open, and then like bangs onto the wall. Like it does like a full 180 and just on the wall.
I would like to quickly swing it back closed. And then I'm going to just start making noise with my fist again. Like nothing happened.
Okay.
And I look at Alethea and I'm like, come on.
Yeah, okay. But are there guards? Okay, fine. I go again.
You keep going. I'll distract them.
Yeah, you guys hear some footsteps coming down the hallway and getting closer.
I'm gonna keep working on it.
I'm going to sing.
What should I do?
23, that's not a fan.
Make
Yeah,
a lot of noise.
you get your tools kind of into a position where when you're ready, you can kind of like move your wrist a little bit, and the lock's gonna pop open.
I do that now because like I can do the same sort of thing, right? Where like I can just pretend that it's closed if
Yep.
this guard comes in. Yes,
Yeah.
I want to be open and like at the ready.
Okay, yeah,
And
it
then I'm gonna
pops
keep
just
those
as these
two little
footsteps are close.
like shards of gem. They're like little needles. So like
Ooh.
that's a weapon.
Are there
Oh, yes.
like torches or candles or sconces lining this hallway?
Yeah, there's some torches.
And we hear footsteps coming towards us, right?
You do.
So you would go, what should I do? And then whatever Tisla says, and you go, no, wait, I got it. And he looks out and he points at the first like sconce and then snuffs it with Druidcraft. See, look at this. Then they can't see. And he just keeps doing it as far as he can see.
I'm okay with
up to
this.
30 feet.
I'm so down for this.
Yeah, no,
Dark
I'll have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I would like to, just to say, like, I want
I
to
don't.
close the door.
You do
I'll
not.
close it. And then I'd like to step away from it just like foot sleep. And I'm going to ready an action. If they reach to open the door, which is my prompt, but what I'm trying to do, I'm going to just, and damn it, just both feet.
I love her.
As you with the swinging door.
So
Yeah.
great.
So we get this like the scene in our I Am This Guy cartoon of like these footsteps coming closer and closer, and like on both sides, like human is sitting there in the dark. He probably can't really see much of this until underground.
No,
And
he's just
then,
holding on the
It's
bars.
probably terrifying in all of reality.
Yeah, he's just holding on to the bars. The rest of you guys can see. So like Tiz is at one door, like pounce ready to go. Alethea is like on the next door, like pounce and ready to go. And these footsteps kind of walk up and they stop like just shy of your cell. Like not even, they didn't stop when the torch went out or anything. They just kept going. They stopped like just shy of the door. There's a couple moments pause when it's just like dead silence. And then Tisla, at your cell, you suddenly see a small head poke around the corner and hear a very familiar voice go, "Hey, I'm here to bust you out." "Wait, you're not. Oh. And he turns around. "What are you guys doing here?" "Oh, they were the ones in jail."
That's a little one.
Is that,
Yeah, I'm
It
confused.
is-
Is that Anna's voice or Mortimer's
No,
voice?
it's Kobold the Mortimer.
Oh, it's Cobalt.
Mortimer the Kobold. Yeah.
That was Mortimer. Okay.
Jesus,
Hi.
what are you in here?
Well, Dr. Thomas told me that you guys needed me to bust you out. What are they doing here?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Good question.
Yeah, we had worked out a deal.
It's kind of funny because and then I just like tapped the the door and let it swing open. We kind of already did the busting part.
You want to come hang out with us?
And you notice he's got this backpack on his back that's like bigger than him. He's like, but I brought the Lock Smasher 9000. It's my newest invention.
Oh, new idea. Can you are there more people in these cells?
There are more cells, and you heard a couple voices in there later, but you don't know if these are like people who might deserve to be here. You don't know who they are. I mean,
I bet you guys think it's a moral quandary. Tizzle's like, distraction. Be a deal break.
You want to come hang out in here with us, Mortimer?
We could do that.
Well, I was thinking we can all get out of here.
Well, where
jailbreak.
are we going? Do we know where we're going?
Yeah. So your stuff is being kept in the armory. So we need to get that because I'm sure that's important. Yeah. And then Dr. Thomas has made a bit of a distraction at the front gate. So if we get there in time, we should be able to get out of here.
I only have a stick.
But we can't leave without the girl. Oh, and we can't leave without
Wesley. Yeah. Yes, we need Wesley.
He got taken.
Oh.
We think that the Queen has taken Wesley away to interrogate him because he is soft and innocent. And
no, it's because he showed her that key.
Okay, maybe that's it. But we would like to find him. But I agree that we should go get our stuff out of the armory. I could care less about like meeting up with Anna, the wee one, and we're not breaking anybody else out of here. We don't know if they'll kill us.
Don't we need her though?
We only if she cooperates.
I mean, last time I checked, the crazy lady at the bottom of the island said that without her, we can't activate the key.
We can't. So you know what? If she won't come with us, Tizla's here this time, and I will carry her tiny behind all the way out.
Jeez,
you want to carry the Lockbreaker 9000 for me? Because it's really heavy.
No.
Are we going to get to use it on anything? You know what? Tizla's got a better idea. I take it and I drag it down the hallway where the other prisoners are. And I leave it and I unbag it and I'm like, if you lots can figure out how to get to it, we can get your asses out. And then I walk away.
Yeah, this is the device. There's like 12 different levers. There's like 6 valves and there's like 14 buttons and like all these pipes and tubes and stuff everywhere. It's like, what is this thing?
Yeah, and I'm like,
it's beautiful.
Miss Alethea, Prison Tizla has a potty mouth.
You know, Prison Tizla has been through a lot. And
I didn't get to say nothing last week.
She's making up.
You look good in stripes, though.
So I guess lead us onward, Mortimer, because we certainly don't know where we're going. So we want our stuff.
And the last few times we tried to figure it out was all wrong. So
yeah,
we are on your command.
All right. Well, cool. This way. And he starts like going down the hallway.
No, I'm after him.
Yeah, so he leads you down a couple rows of prison cells, and you can see like some dark forms kind of in these cells. A couple of them kind of give you looks as you go by, but that's about it. You don't recognize anybody, anything like that. You're brought to a staircase where you move up, and you see there is a guard that is like fast asleep against the wall. And Wilmer kind of points out like a little like dart sticking out of his neck and be like, I made that stuff. I had enough time to make one.
Neat.
Oh, that's handy.
That's actually very handy. I'm like the Smasho Lock-O-Matic 9000, like, and then making sleep darts. Like,
did we just get a ship? Our first ship on the ship?
Well,
great.
Alethea and Mortimer. Someone draw that disproportionate elf.
Elvinical Lone. That is the name of their bard story. So
the greatest love story never told.
Please don't ever tell it.
All right.
Okay. So he leads you up past here, and you kind of enter the hallways that are a bit more familiar to you in the palace. You may not know which hallways, but they all look kind of the same around here. Big carpets and statues and paintings and stuff everywhere. Really fancy and elaborate. And he leads you around a couple corners, and it is nighttime right now. As you can see that from a couple of the windows. So it's pretty quiet around here until you get to one corner. And looking around the corner, you see a doorway that he indicates to be the armory. And there is a single paladin soldier guarding this door, holding his weapon and all. Or his weapon's like on his hip and stuff, and he is kind of guarding this armory entrance.
Hey, human.
I can't see anything.
You'd be able to see up here. There'd be like some candles and stuff to keep the hallways like it's like a dim light.
I was wrong.
I'm like, hey, human.
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
You said you can change into tiny things.
I don't know what you just said.
You think you can change into tiny things?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You ought to run out there and be like, hey, I'm big.
Yeah.
And get his attention and have him chase you down the hall. And as you round the corner, shift into a tiny little and slip in a crack in the door or something.
Oh.
And then we're going to escape that door and you come back to us in mouse form or something. Just don't get squished.
Okay. Wait. Jack, how many candles are there lighting this area?
That's true.
There's probably like a candle every like, I don't know, we'll say like 10 feet or so kind of on the wall. They have it like so no one hurts himself in the hallway going to the bathroom or something at night. You know, kind of thing. They're like nightlight candles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's too much work. This is gonna take too long to light that many candles. To unlight that many candles. I was gonna say I could just woof them out as we go.
Oh, that's funny.
And then have him be in dark because he definitely can't see.
Yeah, we are the oncoming nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I like that human. It's scary.
Here's a good idea. This is dark time. I can't see either. He walks up as in giant human form, and he just waves, "Hey, hi, my name's Human," to this guard.
He kind of like raises his weapon and goes, "Hold there."
No, I'm just standing.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came to say hi to you. You seem like you were tired, and you seem like you could use a friend, and I'd like to be your friend. And I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
All right.
I keep forgetting you can do that.
That's a wisdom save, right?
It is
It's
a
so
wisdom
charming.
save.
He mega fails. He goes,
Oh, perfect.
okay.
Derp, derp.
Man, I am tired. These hours. 12-hour shifts, only 30 minutes for lunch.
That's terrible.
Minimum wage is ridiculous.
I don't work any hours. I just kind of hang out and have fun with my friends. Do you have friends?
I have one friend.
What's your one friend?
You.
It's me. I'm your one friend. This is so great. What's your name?
My name is Richard.
Oh, Richard, my name is Human. Do you want to meet my friends? We could all be friends and have a good time.
That sounds amazing.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I made a new friend. His name is Richard. And you hear this wafting back down the hallway towards you guys.
Okay, so I guess that was
Is he
a little
only
bit...
going to be friends with him, or is he also going to be friends with us?
Don't actually know how that works, but I assume because we're friendly with Human and now this person is friendly with Human, it's sort of like we're friendly by proxy, I would hope.
Sure,
so,
and if we play up the friendliness,
right?
we can
Are those your friends just randomly talking behind the corner?
They are my friends. They do it all the time.
No, yeah, we're the friend. And I walk over and hug him.
Oh, see that? That's Miss
Like a
Kisler.
soldier
She's
or
my
a human?
friend.
To the random soldier that's supposed to be my friend.
All right, make me a persuasion check with advantage.
That's my friend too.
Hey,
Glad you had advantage.
me too. And I'm like awkwardly hugging him, and I look over the corner, over my shoulder to Alethea, and I'm like, come on, high five him or something.
See,
Oh,
they're
you guys
nice.
trying to get into the armory?
Is that what's in the armory?
Yeah, what is? I have no idea what an armory is. Do you know what an armory is?
I live in the woods.
I have rocks for fists.
See?
I don't even need armories.
But it'd be so cool to see one for the first time.
That's
For all
right.
of us.
You could, yeah.
Well, in that case, and with the door, go right in.
Oh, neat.
Friend. I clap him on the back. You're just
This is
such a
fun.
good friend.
This is a good time.
I feel bad
Y'all
for
are
this
the
guy. He's
best.
getting fired. He's getting so fired.
He's going in the jail
I mean,
cell.
he works 12-hour shifts with only 30 minutes for lunch. He doesn't need it.
What do I have
He's
on
a better
me?
job anyways.
Do I have anything of import on me? I pluck another gem from my head and I put it in his hand. I'm like, these friends. These are for friends.
Yeah, friend rocks.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he like reach up on his helmet and he pulls like a feather out of his plume and hands it back to you.
Oh,
Wins.
I put it back in the hole in my head.
Human reaches up and rummages through his mane of hair and just pulls out like a stick with a leaf on it and hands it to Alethea and says, "See? Friends."
On with just friends. Okay, we're gonna look at the armory now, and I like close the door behind us.
Okay, have fun.
We'll be right back.
That was incredibly risky.
What was?
Friends with the guard.
He looked like he was lonely.
Oh, Yeoman.
He was tired. I didn't want to make him run.
I'm glad we have you
Okay.
around.
I would like to find my stuff. Is my stuff just
Is
like
it in here?
So in this room, you get the feeling this is where they keep more of like the prisoners' stuff.
Okay.
You see like a couple different boxes that belong to the other prisoners, and there's basically nothing of use in them. It's mostly like peasant stuff, like just your clothes and whatnot. And then finally you find your boxes. And in these boxes is all of your stuff.
Mhm.
And then also going through those other boxes, y'all find 2 healing potions of healing as well.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
Did we find the fake key?
Yeah, that would be the first thing I check my stuff for is make sure that bad
The
boy is
key and the
still
fake
there.
key. I'm looking for both.
Believe it or not, unlike every like prison show ever, they didn't like rummage through all your bags and take all your stuff, so they're still there.
Both of them?
Yes, both are still there.
Okay. I'm like, look. She knows one of them is fake. She knows it. Okay. Now, next time she sees it, she's going to be a smart little witch and she's going to check and make sure which one is magic. We need to cast something magical on this one right here, the fake one. So that if she detects magic, they both look magical.
Oh.
And we can trick her with the same key again.
I would love to help with that, but I don't do magic. So
Human,
Yeah,
can you cast some magic on this here fake key?
I can make it grow a flower.
Okay, so you cannot cast magic.
It's a magic flower.
Like you can't like bless it and nothing. Where's our
No,
yeah,
I'd
Wes
like-
over here.
Wesley back, please?
I can make
Okay.
it be my friend.
Okay, all right.
I'm also, like,
Let
floating
me
in my
think.
arm
Let me
with,
think.
like, pew, pew.
Yeah, I'm like you're like suiting up. I imagine you're like yeah.
Like that's the best thing is like everyone's like pulling on gear and Human walks in. That's my stick.
But your plus 1 stick.
You don't have 2 sticks?
I do have 2 sticks. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay. Let me think. Okay. If I was a crazy elf and I wanted nobody to know my daughter existed,
Yeah.
I would put her under extreme security, right? So if you lot spoke with her, who's to say that you weren't followed? Or somebody didn't hear you?
Because we were very, very quiet.
And invisible.
Oh yeah.
So there's that.
Who's to say that somebody didn't mind read her? It seems odd to me that the child that is supposed to help us save all these bits here is also the one that turned you lot in.
You know, it's very suspicious, and like I never trusted her from the start anyways, and I shouldn't have, and it is very suspect, but she did say she had a plan, and so we were following the plan, so hopefully us escaping from the jail doesn't mess up her plan if she's
Or-
actually on our side.
Or maybe we were supposed to go to jail because now it's nighttime and everyone's sleeping and there's one sleepy guard and there's no other guards in the rest of the place because they're all sleepy too. And then we can be very quiet and just take the key.
Well, we still have the key. It's not about the key, it's about the girl.
No, the other key. We don't have
We got
the
that one
queen's
too.
key.
We got both keys, don't we?
No.
You have the fake one and the real one. You don't have the queen's key.
Right. Oh, you mean the queens have to key? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, she has the one around her neck.
It's around her neck. Now, how do you expect to get around a queen's neck?
Well, she's sleeping. Obviously.
Do you usually go around a queen's neck when she's sleeping?
I've never been to her. But I'm sure I could get it.
Let's be real. Now,
Yeah.
this woman wears this key round her body.
Yeah.
When do you think the queen is ever going to part with that?
When she's sleeping.
You think she's actually going to take it off when she's resting?
Or in the bath.
Now, that latter one there, human, now that is a very bright idea. The
I
real
don't
question
have a
is, when
ladder.
does the queen take her bath? And these are things that I just couldn't tell you.
Me neither. Richard!
The door cracks open. Yeah, hey, me and Mort out here. We got some coffee if you guys are interested.
Oh, you make Mort. Mort's my friend too. He's so nice.
Oh, hi, friends.
Well, thank you.
Do you know, wait, sometimes we let him in the huddles. Do you know when the queen sleeps and takes a bath?
When she sleeps, she I don't know when she bathes. I mean, I don't go in her chambers, but the queen doesn't sleep.
Oh.
Does she bathe?
Well, yeah, she does that.
She don't sleep because she's an elf.
Look, I just work here as like an armory guard. I'm not no like bodyguard for the queen or anything, so I don't know her bathing schedule. Well, she doesn't sleep. She uses magic to not have to sleep.
Oh. Thanks, I was curious. We got lost on the tour for the castle.
Oh, okay.
Did get super lost on that tour.
Well, we got some Skybucks coffee out here if you guys want some.
Oh.
Oh,
Great.
can I?
Tisla, that was one of those lies you talked about.
You did great, human.
Thank you.
Then he comes in and brings us like a little pot of coffee.
Human's first lie.
I need to make him a Christmas ornament.
I was going to say a T-shirt or something.
Coming soon, the Island in the Sky Christmas ornament collection.
I got lost on the castle tour and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. This deceitful t-shirt.
We have all become better people, clearly, from our time in the castle.
Yeah. Jail has done things to you.
As it's changed all of us.
Oh, God.
Several hours in jail.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I think coffee is good. I think we should probably go and find Anna, the little one, because we need her, regardless of if she's actually on our side or not. We need
Richard
her.
pops in. You said Anna?
No,
Yeah.
We said
I said Hannah. There's an H in front of it. I could see why you would have misheard.
or banana.
Stop. Why?
Oh,
Do you know-
I mean, I don't know a Hannah, but if you were talking about Anna, she's not here.
She's not here?
Where would one take a child named Anna?
Well, the Queen's had us setting up security at the Wizard's Tower for weeks just to bring her there for some reason. So she's under serious protection right now at the Wizard Tower.
Oh.
So we kind of heard, so like as an aside to Tisla, when we went there to potentially find my father, we may have been eavesdropping on the Archmage's meeting that was going on.
We just closed this door for Fred. We're just gonna and I close it before you finish what you're saying. Okay.
He's a huddle. It's okay, you can have the next one.
You go.
So yeah, so we suspected that the Queen might be making a visit to the Wizard's Tower quite soon. I just didn't realize it was going to be like tonight. Like
Okay.
tonight. That's what Richard. That's what it makes you.
There's a good okay. So the little
Exactly.
girl did not just shows up or turn you in. Her mother probably got her, read her mind, found out what was going on, sent guards for us, and sent her to that damn Wizard's Tower.
Uh-huh.
So the
But the good news is we know how to get in. If we can
Well,
get out of here.
it's
Yeah.
good news. Do we leave Wesley?
I'd prefer not to leave Wesley. I would like to get him, unless
Where would they have taken him? Back to the temple?
that's a good question.
Okay, let's get her first, and then maybe we can figure out along the way where Wesley's gone. We don't even know where Wesley is, so it's not really an opportune time or way to be spending our time.
Do you think Richard would know? He seems very knowledgeable about things.
And he's had coffee now.
And he's, you know,
Hey,
so
our friend Richard,
Yeah, you open a door and Mortimer's like, yeah, so they huddle all the time. Don't take it personally.
Human,
Yeah.
you ask him. He's your
Okay.
friend.
Hey, Richard and Mortimer, come in here. We're gonna do a huddle. This is super important. You can
Come
join
in.
on it.
One of the world famous huddles.
It's a
Very cool.
famous
And
huddle.
Richard comes in there and like puts his arms around like between Tisla and Alethea, so he's like tilted this way. Just do it.
Okay, we have a friend, and he wears armor like you, except that he's a paladin, and his name is Wesley, and he's my best friend ever, and I met his 2 dads, and then he said some things that he wasn't supposed to say, and now we can't find him. Do you know where my friend Wesley is?
Oh, the guy that badmouthed the queen today.
Okay.
That would be the one. I wouldn't question the bad mouthing. He did mouth.
Yeah, so that's the weird thing, you know. Normally when someone badmouths the queen, they go to the jail and they rot for eternity.
Okay.
But in this case, we brought him to jail. Then orders come down from the queen that we're to bring him to the wizard tower instead.
Oh.
Well, isn't that serendipitous?
I don't
Okay
know.
then. So, you know what, Richard? You're an all right person. Just a good all round dude.
Thanks. I'm just a guy. I'm trying to save up for an engagement ring, and I'm trying to finish up college on the side. And he's
What if
he's
I
already
told
killing me.
you
But
I've got a special gem growing on my elbow that you could use for your wedding ring? Elbow gem.
Wow.
well, I would just say you're the best friend ever.
Yeah, I pluck this diamond that's clearly been growing on my elbow for a long time off, and I'm like, you give this to your person, whoever it is, with all the love in the world, and you know that, well, you're just a good dude.
Yay.
By far the most helpful person we've seen in a long time.
Well, that's good to
besides
hear.
Mortimer.
That's what being a paladin's all about.
Yeah. Being helpful and saving people.
Yeah, and to think my manager wanted me to stab anyone that tried to break into here.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Who wants to live that kind of life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I have a stick. I can't even stab anyone if I wanted to.
Man, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know. That's why I have it. And it's good for walking, and it's good for reaching high things and knocking them over.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Richard, you've been so helpful, and you've got a nice little stipend here. Maybe we, Mortimer and friends, we should make our way out of the castle. And any way that we might expedite that trip, any way you might know of would be great.
You sent to Richard or Mortimer?
Richard.
I mean, you just go out the front door. I mean, why couldn't you go out the front door?
Good, good point. Good point. But if we didn't want to go out the front door, Tisla?
Well, there's
It's
only
like-
one door out of here.
What
Over here.
if going through the front door's the best idea? What if we pretend to be prisoners and Richard here takes us all the way over to the Wizard's Towers and delivers us?
I mean, it would just be pretend, because we're not prisoners or criminals of any kind.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Do you
just
like to play pretend, Richard?
I mean, sure.
Have you ever played a god that, moves people from one place to another?
I mean, like, maybe? I don't know. That's a weird question.
Have you ever transported prisoners?
Oh,
We're just
like
saying,
prisoners? Oh, yeah, all the time.
Oh, go. That's good. So it's very method.
Oh, it's very, very method. It's a bit theatrical around here, but it's very method.
Oh, you must say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, human. Do you ever play pretend, human?
I guess so.
We're going to pretend
Yeah.
that we are prisoners because we
Okay.
are not prisoners.
No.
And then we
broke
are
out.
going to let Richard here pretend,
Yeah.
which is not really pretending because he is, to be
Yeah.
a god that's
Right.
going to deliver us
Mhm.
to the Wizard's Tower.
Oh.
Right to the front door because he's a god and he can do that. Right, Richard?
Yeah, now, if you want to make it look convincing, we got to go through the whole routine of that, though.
What does that mean?
What would that be?
Well, we have anytime a prisoner is escorted anywhere else, that usually means we're going to either execution or brutal interrogation by wizard. Regardless, we have a bit of a process for that. We do some booking. Then we have what's called the Walk of the Prisoners, which is where we take the prisoners and we actually start in the audience chamber of the Queen, which, is probably empty this time of year or this time of night anyway. But we start there and then we do like a kind of formal march out through like the front passageway. It's very, very glamorous looking. Nice way to go out, if you're a hoodlum.
But everyone's sleeping, and we wouldn't want to wake everybody up.
Right.
I mean,
very good point. Yes.
Right, but do you want it convincing or not?
Oh.
I mean, I could just walk you out, but they're going to ask why I didn't do the walk or why I didn't book you.
Right. No, you're right. Okay. Richard's saving our asses here. So, okay.
Oh.
Giving us the authentic experience. Because the castle tour having gone so far awry, this is great.
Do you think going our back the other way that Alethea, would be better?
No, I don't know.
I have an idea.
This one sounds fun.
It may not be a good one. We could go both routes, hoping that if one of us sacrifices for this whole shindig, that we might find Wes and be taken to the Wizard's Tower. I mean, the other two of us could potentially go the other way, just in case things go askew.
I don't know
So
another way.
Yeah, so that's sort of the problem is like my way is really just the front door.
Yeah.
I see.
That's how we came in. Through the front
I mean, you
door.
could just walk out the front
Is
door.
this when I can say, can we go through the can we go through the sewers?
Well, here's what I'm thinking, you guys showed up like looking like prisoners with your prisoners' clothes, right? And I mean, now
No,
you changed.
This is what I wear all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. But, there's only like 4 guards this time of night that, guard the front of the palace. You could probably just walk out and say you were late night visitors, I mean, unless you want to see what it's like to walk out as a prisoner, it's a lot of fun.
No,
For me, not so much for prisoners, but, authentic experience and all that.
we just want to visit the Wizard Tower. It sounds really fun in there.
I can't help you with that one.
I bet it's full of wizards.
You can't get into Wizard's Tower?
No, I'm a palace guard.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm a human.
Do you know Wizard's Tower's guards that could you could deliver us to them?
I used to, but they changed out a lot of them with this whole upgraded security thing. It's pretty difficult these days. This whole paper trail.
Okay.
Takes
All
about a
right,
week of
Richard,
filing.
work with me here, friend. If you was to sneak into the Wizard's Tower, how would you do?
Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't, because there's one way around that tower, and that's a dangling rope bridge over an abyss that falls off the island.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
I
say
saw that.
we draw her out. What do we actually need?
Okay, it's gonna be fine. I think it sounds like we can just wrap up our tour here and
Yeah.
exit the palace
Okay.
by the same means by which we entered the palace, which is through the front door, and we can go to the Wizard's Tower. And Human and I have been able to visit before, and we could visit again, perhaps.
Yeah.
And yes, so Richard.
Was it the same tower that it is now in terms of, things being kept there?
I mean, it was literally earlier today.
Yeah, it was.
The little one wasn't there.
No.
It's a very good point. But you might just want to trust me on this one.
Okay.
You guys are a real trip. Are y'all writers?
No.
We are
Okay.
just normal people. We're just normal.
All right.
I'm Human. I'd love to see. I bet Human writes haiku accidentally.
Accidentally haiku.
It's just bad grammar equals haiku.
No, if we're being honest, I mean, he's actually probably the master of free verse.
It's true.
He
It's
writes
just-
in
it's just-
cuneiform.
No, I was about to say it's just free form, free thought straight to page. Okay. Okay. All right. It looks like no matter what we do, both of them are at the tower, and we are losing time because we have a curfew.
Yeah, yes, we do very much have a curfew. And so, bye, Richard. Bye. Let's skedaddle.
All right,
Bye,
good
Richard.
seeing you guys.
Bye, Richard. We see you next time, Richard.
Nice meeting you. You've been real fun.
Yeah, so you guys are heading towards just like the front door?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are we sneaky it? I don't want to just like waltz out.
We're not suspicious looking. Like we're just guests who
Yeah,
were
so
exiting nonchalantly.
totally, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so you guys head out of the armory, and a couple seconds afterward, the door swings open, and Richard steps out again, and he goes, "Hey, wait, not so fast!
Yeah.
What is it?
I need an address for you guys. I need to send y'all a wedding invitation." Yeah.
Oh. Use Wesley's house.
Yeah, give him.
Wesley's house.
Yeah.
You know the address, human.
No, what's a dress? I don't have a dress. I wear this
Okay.
shirt.
I know that Mortimer has an address and knows his own address, so can we just do like courtesy of Mortimer's shop? And
Yeah. It's called the Cobalt Way. It is 920 not Main Street.
great, Richard.
Did you say not Main
All the
Street?
best.
Not Main Street.
Yours.
Well done.
Great.
Okay, bye guys.
Mazel
Bye.
tov.
Have fun,
All right.
Richard.
All right. Yeah, so Mortimer kind of leads you guys carefully the way he had kind of originally planned, which is back towards the front, where he said Dr. Thomas is waiting and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of get to this big kind of like waiting room kind of space, like it's kind of lounge room that's got like a door on the other side where you're continuing. And right about the time you reach that door, a guard comes around the corner and notices you guys. And he starts to kind of like raise his hands like he's going to say something. And there's this loud shattering sound as somebody strikes him in the back of the head with a vase. And he just drops to the ground like a brick. And standing behind him is Dr. Thomas. And he goes,
Oh, praise be.
yeah, you see him kind of panic, like, not that way. We have a problem.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which problem specifically? Because I feel like we have a number of problems.
Yeah, so normally there's 4 guards at the front door. That's not the case today. I think the queen is expecting something or planning something that's more like 400.
Is there a back door?
Sort of?
Does this place have a sewer
Perfect.
system?
Chisla really wants to go to the sewer,
Just
so I mean,
anything underground? Why are we above ground? I'm regretting this decision.
Well,
What's a sewer?
I have an idea. It's not the world's prettiest idea, but I have an idea. Okay, we head through the audience chamber, through the back doors into the the royal chambers on the upper floor.
Okay.
From there, we can get out to one of the watchtowers, lower a rope, and climb down on the other side.
Great.
you know where the royal chambers are.
Yeah, it's behind the throne.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
that's not
what you put it.
suspicious.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
no,
a start.
I-
I'd like to. We ought to put something under a pillow, replace it with a rock or something. She's not nice.
No, she's not. She's very not nice. I don't like her at all.
No,
I mean,
I said not to
I've
make her
met her,
mad,
but-
didn't I?
Yeah.
I didn't make her mad.
I remember that.
It was Wes that made her mad, and it was only because he gave her the fake key. We have both keys, right? Hey, Doctor, can you check this key?
I'm not a wizard.
Well, shit.
But
I don't know
mean,
what anybody is anymore.
Well, you're a dwarf.
You're a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
He's a human.
That one got away from you, huh, Chelsea?
I was like, I don't know what you are other than a doctor. I truly don't know anything about your character.
I mean, he's Felix's dad. I'm assuming he's a human.
Yeah, I guess you just... Okay. Okay. Do you guys think you can climb down?
I mean, I know I can. And so, like, the rope situation, I've got rope.
I've
We've
got rope.
Out. Like, let's do this. Yes.
Okay, let's climb it. I want to go through a bed chambers. That sounds like fun.
Great. And I'll let one of you guys lower the rope, because to remind you, I'm blind.
I want to go to bed too.
Oh, you're a blind doctor.
Yeah.
I am. I do have some.
Totally forgot that.
I'm kind of like you, though I have some tremor sense, but, hanging off ropes isn't the best.
Okay, we strap the doctor to my back,
Yeah.
and I'll carry him down.
All right.
So we like make our way through the like the nave and the alcoves and the audience chamber and the back chamber, the bed chambers, and all the way through to this place that Dr. Thomas knows that we can like exit a window and get out of here.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's kind of
Human places a hand on, let's say, Alethia's head, and the whole way he's just like, doop, 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 turning all the lights off as they go, because he's the only one that can't see.
I like this. So he's like covering our rear defenses so that when if people come in, they're not going to be able to see. Human.
He looks down to Alethea and he goes, remember, Alethea, the tiptoes.
Oh my gosh.
And he puts a hand on yours and he's like, dude.
Practice my breathing and I'm on my tiptoes. It's great. Alethea's having not at all a panic attack. Let's go.
No, it's not like she was like betrayed today, went to jail today. You know?
It's not like I put my trust in a stranger and then had it immediately broken.
Yeah, but you had a good coffee, so.
And you almost met your dad.
It was okay coffee.
It was okay coffee. Okay. It was overpriced.
Yeah. Pricey, these coffee snobs, they care more about the price and the quality.
Yeah. It's better than a Durgar Donuts.
You're right.
You're welcome.
Oh man. Okay, yeah. So, like Alethea said, we you guys kind of head through these different hallways and stuff, past like some bed chambers and things that are closed. Have a lot of different servants, like servants' chambers and stuff, until you finally come to a pretty big, ornate-looking wooden door. And Dr. Thomas kind of points and says, "All right, this here will take us into the audience chamber, which should be empty and quiet and dark this time of day. We'll head to the back to the royal chambers. About to be really quiet." And he looks over at Human with a pointed look.
Yeah, I know.
And then, from there, we head up the stairs and then out to the tower and down.
Great. Tisla, this looks right. You've been here. So, like, this is the audience chamber. This is where you and Wesley went?
Is it empty?
It's a different door than y'all... Actually, this is probably the door y'all got dragged out of, because y'all came in like the big fancy double doors, but when the guards came in, got you probably dragged you out of this side door.
Okay.
There's probably some like skid marks on the ground where Tisla was like clawing on the floor.
Intense. Cool. So I
stone scrapes.
Want to check the door, not for traps per se, but like it's now nighttime, and this is like the first step to getting into like the inner sanctum of where the queen leaps. So like traps or locks or just like any sort of shenanigans. Can I do that?
Yeah, roll me a perception or an investigate, your choice. Wow. Okay, roll me an insight check also, if you don't mind. Since you're
but I'm not gonna get anything better than that.
No, you're gonna get something really good. Don't worry. Okay.
I was about to say, can I roll the insight?
So, with an 8 in insight, but you have a nat 20 in the investigation, here's what I'll give you. The door is unlocked. It's unarmed. It's totally safe. All that stuff, which is a bit odd. I mean, like you said, this is like the beginning of like the inner part of the palace, and the door's unlocked and not trapped.
So it's safe, guys, but like it shouldn't be. So I guess we proceed with caution.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what our options are.
I don't like this. Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
My insights are jittery about
or
this.
tremor sense. Like, can you feel through the door?
Oh yeah. Can I like?
What's the range on your tremor feet? Tremor.
I don't know that I took that. Probably my eyesight. 60 feet, or my like my.
I think it's like 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah. So you want to like touch the door and sense for tremor sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You touch this door and you send out this vibration, and you detect there are 3 people in this audience chamber. There is somebody who is sitting down, and there is a person on each side of that person.
The person that is sitting, can I denote any details about them?
Roll me a perception.
Ooh. Oh God. 15.
You detect a crown on her head and a very familiar necklace around her neck.
Oh, I can sense the key.
You can sense the key.
Okay. This is.
No, it could always be like a fake one. You don't know, but
Sure, of course.
she didn't. I mean, she didn't seem like she had a fake one before.
Okay. I feel like we have hit a point of urgency. She's in there. The queen.
What do you mean she's in there? She's supposed to be at the wizard's tower.
And where she's supposed to be, but there is, in fact, a form sitting in a chair with a crown on their head and a necklace around their neck with 2 guards on either side of them. Sounds like a queen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless she put, somebody else in her crown, which doesn't seem likely. It is, in fact, her sleeping chambers. I feel like now is the time for drastic measures.
Okay.
If she gets... What happens if she gets her hands on this key?
I don't know. She has 2 keys.
Well, she has the other half. What happens when she puts them together? Do we know?
It makes 1 key, and then you can get to the core. The
That's
heart of
true.
the island.
That's basically what we know.
Yeah, no, I know. You asked what we know.
And she wants it because if she could get to the core, she could absorb its power.
Live forever. Who knows?
I don't think she said she wanted it.
We cannot let her get her hands on this key.
Okay.
So, the real one. And I'm afraid if we just waltz up in here... Is there a keyhole? Can we actually look with our eyeballs and not just spidey senses?
They probably have better locks than that in the palace. Like, they're probably not like ones you can just look straight through. Some more fancy locks than that.
Oh, but Human can't go... Human, you want to go tiny?
Can I climb into... Can I
Like,
climb
or
into this
under a
rock?
crack or something?
Yeah, there's a crack under the door.
Okay. I'll go tiny. All right.
I've been waiting all day for this.
Ready? Okay. And he just shrinks down to a field mouse.
Nice.
Imagine you're so fuzzy. You're just like the furriest field mouse.
No, he's like green and moss covered, and there's like a stick.
gross.
There's just like a stick in his ear, like a cigarette just in his ear that just grew. It didn't grow. It didn't shrink down with him.
It didn't shrink, it's just giant.
Yeah. And he like looks up. He looks up to you guys, and he like hops and then twirls, and his tail corkscrews, and then he goes under the door. And he has no idea what he's looking for because he didn't wait for directions, but he's just running.
It's okay. He's gonna say something.
All right, as a mouse form, I need you to roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
You're just a little mouse, so you have advantage.
This is nuts. I just want to say this.
19. Nice. Okay, and roll me a perception check as you run under here and check out the room.
10.
Okay, so mics don't have the world's greatest vision, so it's probably kind of blurry.
Yeah.
But you see the form of a pretty royal-looking woman. You've never seen the queen, but you see a pretty, crazy dress. She's got the crown, all that stuff. Pretty royal-looking, sitting on the throne. And on either side of her, you can make out the form of 2 paladin soldiers. You can recognize them because of the very familiar now paladin armor that they're wearing that are flanking her to either side.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of sitting there.
He's going to do a whole lap. Like, he's going to be gone for an inordinate amount of time. Because, first of all, he's a mouse. So he only goes so fast. But he's taking a full, leisurely lap around this place. And then he's going to scamper towards the throne.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do when you run up to the throne?
Nothing. He's just a mouse. He's just having a fun time. He just runs up and, like, stops there. There's squeakity, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeaking.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Why
yes.
did it? That is not what I wanted to do, but okay. Oh,
Smash it with a hammer.
Okay. So, yeah, getting that close, you can now recognize, see clearly this woman who you can assume to be the queen. And she kind of, when you go up and start squeaking and stuff, she kind of looks down and looks at this mouse. And she looks at you for several seconds, longer than she probably should. Yes. Now, where have your friends gotten to?
Squeakity, squeak, squeak, squeakity, squeaking.
Oh my gosh, we're bound.
Oh, now this isn't really accomplishing anything, is it?
Squeakity, squeakity, squeak.
And she snaps her fingers and points towards the soldier on her right. and that guy pulls out his crossbow and is going to take a shot at the mouse.
He's just gonna run because he's a tiny mouse. Actually, I'm gonna run straight at the guy, like up his pant leg.
Oh,
And so-
yes!
So yeah, y'all hear this crossbow shot go off, and it obviously misses because it's a little mouse, and I'm assuming your AC is more than a 9 with a mouse's dexterity.
Yeah, I have a 17 plus whatever the hell mouse dexterity is.
Yeah. So it this bolt like lands in the floor, and you run, and you just go like right up into this dude's armored leg, and he starts like shaking his leg and like banging on it.
Squiggity, squeak, squeak.
And the queen just kind of sighed, just come out, all of you. I know you're there.
We hear her through the door.
Yeah, you can hear her. She's like,
And we probably heard that like bolt hit.
yeah, you heard the bolt fire. Ka-funk.
I'm like, human, you had one job.
It's okay. He did his job. He made sure it was the queen. That's what we asked for. So
To be fair, you said, I wonder if we can see in there. Human, can you turn into something small? And he said, yep.
Yep,
And went in
yep.
there. He turned into something small, and he did see it.
When can you see the key? Is it like does she wear it visibly, or is it under her shirt? I guess is a question, more a technical question.
You would be able, so with your tremor sense, you would know like the actual end, like the key part is under her shirt, but it's like the chain around her neck.
Okay. I don't have anything. Where is our little magical using friend? Well, we need him.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
moose.
question. We still don't know where Wes is because, as far as we know, Wes is also at the Wizard Tower, and the Queen is here.
Okay.
So do we go in?
Yell back through the door. We're not coming in.
Squiggity, squeak, squeak.
You can come to us.
Squeak.
Or I could just send my army of soldiers in the next room to get you, if you prefer.
No.
Or you could do that. She could do that, can't she?
Yeah,
think she can.
probably. Like she probably has a whole room full of soldiers ready to go.
Yeah.
So if I do something really drastic right now, how do we all feel about that?
I mean, wouldn't be the first or the second or the third or the
Yeah, I'm
fourth
kind
or the
of
fifth
kind of
time.
like I'm ready for drastic when it comes to Tisla.
Can I have the real key? Put my hand out.
Okay. Whew. I'm like, pull it out of my bag. I'm like, I really hope you know what you're doing with this. And
I take it from her and I say, you know, my crazy cousin once told me the only safe place in the world is in your own belly. And I swallow it.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can successfully swallow a metal.
And can I get it down?
Yeah, you get it down. You feel very queasy, but you get it down.
I mean, she's a dwarf. She's like, this is what is this even made out of? Like, she
Just
eats
remember you-
rocks for snacks.
Just remember, you got like a day and a half to get it back.
That's
I know.
racist.
Well, there are multiple options. I can try to vomit it back up. We have options. I'll figure it out in due time.
Yeah, the key's kind of a pointy piece of like magical metal. It's a little different than eating rock, because they eat like soft rocks.
It gives one indigestion. It's really it's quite potent. Okay.
You just
Do you
eat.
feel different?
Wow.
Like, scientifically, I'm super, like, you got it down. Like, do you feel different?
I feel like I swallowed a key.
Okay, well, that's not nearly as interesting as I was hoping it would be. All right, let's go in.
We can ask a human to get it out of her later.
Oh, ew. No.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Knock, knock. And I like knock before we enter because it's polite.
Come in.
Hello.
Yeah, so opening this door, you see the large ornate audience chamber again, and you see the queen seated on her throne, and on her left and her right are two paladin soldiers. When you're looking at her, the soldier to the left is currently dancing and jumping around as a mouse is running around inside of his leg armor.
I say humans made himself comfy.
Squiggity, squeaking.
And he's like punching the armor and stuff, which is probably making like some loud noises in your ears, but that's about it. And yeah, so that's happening. And the queen just kind of sits there and says, "Well, so I see you've escaped your cells. I didn't expect anything less of you."
Well, seems like a waste of time to put us in there in the first place then, doesn't it?
Well, I just needed to buy time. Well, I got Anna to a safe location.
See, safe. Yeah.
Safe
And you
from
think
you.
safe from us? It's funny because last time we checked, it was actually you who's putting everybody, including your Anna, in danger.
Is that what you think?
Oh no, see, it's not about what Tisla thinks. Because unlike you, I don't just think about myself.
You think I only think about myself.
I think that you're so blinded by your wants that you can't see what it is you're doing to this place.
And yet, then why is it that the most precious thing to me is my daughter? The very thing that's you in danger.
I see. And for some reason, you think what we want is to hurt her. Look at us. And I point to a mouse dancing in his armor, and just all of us. I'm like, you really think we want to hurt her?
I don't think you're going to hurt her. I think you're going to get her killed.
Well, I think you don't have enough faith.
I think you don't know what you're talking about.
But I
She kind of has a good point. I interject. I'm sorry, Tisla, but we really don't know really what we're getting into. And I will grant you that. But here's the thing. As far as we know, the magic is leaving, and no one seems to want that to happen. We've had
for her.
Course.
Do you think the magic's disappearing? And I look at the queen.
The magic is not disappearing.
And what is happening to it? Fill us in. Treat us as if we don't know anything.
Long ago, the goddess gave us her sort of commandment, which is that we should go out, we should build a kingdom in her name, grow in power. I was there that day. I have lived thousands and thousands of years and seen things you cannot imagine. And in that time, she told us of a day when the magic would run low, would run near to dry, and that the faithless would give up hope, would eat each other alive like animals. And that at the end of that day, right when all hope is about to fade, she would return in fullness of body, take her throne and lead her people into a day of everlasting and eternal glory, the likes of which you, faithless worms like you, cannot even imagine.
That is a beautiful story. However, like I was saying, before, we've had some sort of mystical discourse, perhaps even an addendum to this great missive that the goddess gave to you. Perhaps we are an addition to that, and we're now fulfilling some sort of role because we have gone through so much with the going to the bottom of the island and talking to the lady in the Emerald Throne and receiving all of these instructions about how to get to the heart of the island and learning about these two different keys. And it seems like perhaps this is part of the goddess's greater plan, and maybe it is you, not to be presumptuous, who lacks in faith, thinking that Anna is somehow in danger, but really isn't, and this is an integral part and natural procession of what needs to happen in order to get things back on track, and for the goddess to be returning in full possession of her powers.
She actually kind of nods and she smiles at you a little bit and says, everything you say actually makes perfect sense. And that's quite reasonable.
Squiggity squig.
Thank you. So, because we want friendship and peace between the Kingdom of Iron and the Kingdom of Magic, and especially with our friend Wesley, who you have had the pleasure of meeting, and Anna, because she was, and I explained the dream, an integral part of this party, and she's not just a tool; she is a member and a friend of the Super Best Friends Club. And I did lose faith briefly because I've had the pleasure of meeting your daughter, and I trusted her immediately, which is you don't know me, but that's rare, and so I do trust her, and that this is part of the plan, and that we can still come to some sort of understanding with each other and move forward.
Based on everything you've told me today, I should take this key, I should hand it to you, I should fetch my daughter from the tower at once and let you ride off and save the entire island. Is that correct?
Pretty much. Unless you want to come with us.
Right. So, I mean, that's an option. If you are concerned for your daughter's well-being, I don't see why you couldn't. If you would allow us to continue on our mission, you can have like a submission where you keep an eye on, or send one of your paladins. And I like point to the guy who's like still dancing around because humans. But we don't want to separate you from your daughter. We don't even want you to stop what you're doing. We just want to fix or do what we think the goddess has entrusted us to do.
Well,
Launch. And
let
you
me
might
tell
remember
you first the story of these keys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Belch.
before the Iron Nation split off from us, the key was one. And one day, in a way I've long since forgotten over the years, I found a way to activate the key. And I found the heart of the entire island in a place that I cannot find again. Not without what you're holding there. But that's not the point at the moment. I followed this key. I went to this heart. And there I found the Oracle. The Oracle is one who knows everything about this island. He is the voice of the goddess herself. He knows everything that happens. He knows what everyone's thinking. He knows everything that's going to happen long before it happens. And the Oracle told me about all of you.
Oh. Wasn't that nice?
You see, he told me that just before the promised time of the goddess came, a group of devils would come, disguised as peace bringers, and they would come to take my daughter, lead her to the deepest heart of the island, where they would get her killed, and all hope would be lost, and magic would be destroyed forever.
Can I just say something? So you know that dream she told you about? What if I was to tell you that it wasn't a dream? That we already did this one time, and we did in fact lead your daughter to death? And what if I was to tell you that we're here again to start over, to do it a second time right? So what if I'm to tell you the Oracle was not wrong?
I would say that that's a shame, because even now I'm hearing the Oracle's voice right here, and she points kind of at the temple where her head is, and he says that you are not to leave this room alive. Now, what do you think of that?
Sounds to me like you're being mind controlled.
You sound like a crazy person.
Totally.
Huh.
You see, thanks to the Oracle, I know everything about this island. I know about everything that was before the island. I know.
Wait a second. Let's just pause. No, tis everything before the island. What do you know where the island came from?
Well, of course. And he looks over at Althea. I know everything that her monster of a mother did to enslave all of us here.
At this point, human who has worked his way up to like the chest plate of this Templar guard reverts to human form, or to human form. It like explodes the armor out and is now standing on top of this guard.
Do we need to roll for initiative after that, or?
Wait! You know everything? Oh, I'm sorry. And he gets off of him. It's okay, you'll be fine. And I heal him. Are you? You know everything? Everything about everything? Okay. Do you know about a giant metal snake?
I do.
Great. Miss Alethea, show her your thing. Your pretty plate.
Show her the thing.
Oh, the mirror with the hole in it.
Your pretty plate, yeah.
Oh yeah. And did we already the other one with the screwies in it?
Mm-hmm.
We listened to that one, right?
Yep.
I think that
Okay.
one like broke.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of a chopped up message.
I like pull out the little mirror with a hole in it, and like, so
What's that?
Yeah, what is this? Because like I was
Fascinating.
given it by some old guy, and
It seems that you have one of the Oracle's discs.
Yeah.
If I kill you, I will have to take that, return to the heart of the island, and see what it has to say.
The guy
I'm sorry,
on the top of the
return
mountain
where
gave it to us.
exactly? Because like, do you know how to read it or what?
That information isn't relevant to you. You're going to be dead momentarily.
Oh.
That's great. It's really great. You see, please don't. We're not here to hurt you.
Or
It's funny coming from some of the people who were in on the original conspiracy of this island in the first place.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I've lived my whole life underground.
No, I don't know what that word means.
It means to conspire, to work against something, human.
No, I don't work.
I just have one question for all of you.
Yeah.
Why? What do you get out of enslaving all of us and then killing us all?
Oh, I don't like killing anybody.
We haven't enslaved anyone.
yeah, we actually go out of our way to not kill people.
I'm working really hard to unenslave my people.
Yeah. And I just like nature.
Well,
And
the Oracle
snacks.
says differently, but no
Okay,
matter.
okay, Queen. Beyond the Oracle, why don't you stop talking in riddles and fill in some of the blank spots? What do you mean we enslaved everyone? What do you mean that you know where and how the island and her mother put the pieces together for the dead Rockhead Tisla, please?
I have an idea.
Oh, good.
They're always good. It's okay. What if we leave Miss Anna wherever you want, and then you come with us, and we'll go to the Oracle, because that's where we want to go anyway, and then if the Oracle still thinks we're bad guys, you can kill us there.
We're in a bit of a time constraint, human.
Yeah, no, we need to go right now.
That's right. Why don't you come with us? You
And
and
we
the
can't
girl.
go if we're dead.
Oh, you'll be meeting the Oracle soon enough.
Oh,
And you
great!
see, she only stops and she puts like 2 fingers on her temple for a minute. She says, okay, fine. I'll quit playing with my food now. And she stands up
You gonna eat us?
and she kind of snaps her finger, and this long crystal scepter appears in her hand.
Oh.
It says, now you quit lying around and you kill them. And now we're going to roll initiative.
Oh.
Boom sauce.
Can we at least say that one of the guards is no longer in armor?
Yeah, he
This
is
is
not. Yeah, you
did
broke his
burst it
freaking
free.
armor. Okay, so it's Paladin 1, Paladin 2, and Queen. Man, I wish I could type tonight. That would help track initiative a lot faster. And then we have Tisla, who rolled a 24. Jeez.
True story.
You are ready to go.
I have plans to. Done.
Alethea has a
Done.
15. Human has a 9. And we have Mortimer and we have Dr. Thomas in this fight as well.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting that around.
Yeah, they're just kind of like, man, these people are crazy.
What are we doing here yet?
Why are we with these people? Okay, so the first Paladin is going to roll. He is going to be going on an 11, and the second is going to be an 8. So 11, 8. Got to get all this in order. Usually I roll this stuff before, but my brain completely lapsed, and I was like, I don't need to do things.
It's fine. We're here to roll some dice. Let's roll them.
It's true.
Let's roll them. Let's roll them.
That's what we're doing here, friends.
Oh, yeah. We're rolling the dice. Okay, and then the queen is going to roll her initiative. And I hit it on accident. I'll fix that, but she rolled a 20.
Okay, well, it's not a nat 20.
It is not a nat 20. So Tisla is on top of that. We have
Gonna
Dr.
be truly,
Thomas.
literally.
Dr. Thomas with a 13. And then we have Mortimer, finally, with a 5. All right, he's on fire today.
Go, Mortimer, go.
Go, man, go. He's
I
everyone's
hope he
best
has
friend now.
more fancy inventions in his bag.
He's like your best friend now. Because he has cool things.
I mean, I'm more impressed with him now than I was before.
Yep.
It's a true story.
This is that magic moment in the campaign where it's like, this is why all these NPCs exist.
Right.
To like actually do something. Okay, so the order is going to be Chisla with a 24, the Queen with a 20, Alethea with a 15, Dr. Thomas with a 13, the first Paladin with an 11, and we'll say Paladin 1 does not have armor. Paladin, Human with a 9, Paladin 2 with an 8, and then Mortimer with a 5 will be last. Okay, so Tisla, you're up first. The Queen has pulled out this crystal scepter. She's ordered you killed. One of the paladins is prone by Human. The other one is up and drawing his sword, and then the Queen is in the middle with her big fancy scepter.
Great. I would like to tackle the Queen.
You like to tackle her? All
I
right,
would like to make a running jump tackle.
All right, let's do a grapple. So you're going to be rolling athletics, and she can use either athletics or acrobatics to contest. And she is going to be using.
I have one last advantage. I had 2, right?
Yes, you do have one more advantage.
Okay, this is the time.
This is the time. Wow. Both times you've used it, you rolled a nat 20.
I want to tackle the shit out of her. Just tackle. I want to get a running start. Just dive.
Oh my god. However, your 26 beats her 22. I'm trying to think what does that mean? Because
I
like
have
she
no
also,
idea.
what happens when you nat 20 someone and they nat 20 contest?
She catches me.
And just like hold
She'll
you up.
just fly away and everything's great.
It's like.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to run up and tackle her, but she's going to have time to cast one spell.
Crap. Okay.
Before.
Okay.
Which isn't that big of a deal. It isn't that big of a deal. She is
Sure.
going to cast a use of magic weapon on her scepter. So her scepter starts glowing and shimmering and looks all pretty and fancy.
Okay. Okay.
She's ready to smack some people with it. So she gets +1 on it.
Okay.
And then while she's kind of casting a spell, you actually come charging in like a bull and just like leap to the point where you're like flying horizontally and just slam her, and she just flies backwards and almost hits her head on the throne, and you are just completely on top of her.
Straddling her on the throne. Classy.
Yep. Like you're like right on the freaking.
Good. I want to be right on. Yeah, I want to be right on top of her. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that is all I can do. My turn. That jump.
Yeah, and I mean you still have your bonus action.
Great. For a bonus action, I would like to grab. Well, what do I have for a bonus action?
You're a monk. You got monk things.
I got monk things. I can do flurry of blows on her, but I really just want to grab the key from around her neck and rip it off.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand. So
Okay.
that's for the dex saving throw.
18?
You succeed. Yeah, you just go in and you just like rip the key like right off of her neck.
Not make me swallow it, because I will.
You can try, but you're gonna be at disadvantage because you already swallowed one.
How big is a dwarf's belly? Okay, no, we're good. That's all I can probably do my turn anyway. So I have it in hand.
Awesome. Yeah, you are now holding the key, and she looks very, very, very pissed.
Good.
Very, very
She
pissed.
should.
Okay, so we are now on her turn. What a freaking surprise, huh?
Great.
I don't even think she is going to try to get up. I think she is just going to take her scepter and bring it in and just try to like club you with it and do damage while you're right there on top of her. Just
Okay.
she'll be like, "Don't touch that, you filthy demon!" And she's going to take her scepter and come in swinging with it. I already put her magic weapon into this roll. So she's going to roll a 15.
Can't I as a... Oh, I guess it's not a monk thing. That must be a rogue thing. At a 15, that does hit.
Alrighty. Here comes some magic scepter damage.
I
You're going to
believe.
take 9 piercing. Her scepter's got pointy things on it on the end.
Okay, I take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, so this scepter comes in and just kind of like sticks into your back like really hard. And she's just kind of yelling and kicking on the floor. Lots of fun.
You go, don't make me eat this key. Do not make me eat this key.
I'll cut it out your throat if you do. And it is Alethea's turn while all of this shenanigan is going on.
Okay. Man, she seems crazy. This queen lady. I don't really actually want to hurt her because she has probably warned Anna that like we are no good. We are bad news, which is very confusing because like if she knew that, but then she had this dream, and then she said that she was going to help us to meet her in the alleyway, and it's all very confusing. Now we ended up in jail, so I don't want to attack her quite yet. Are Tisla and the queen like in a standoff then?
Yeah, Tisla's actually on top of the queen right now, but the queen has like swung her scepter over and like kind of caught Tisla in the back, but Tisla's still pinning her down for the moment.
I kind of want to help that situation to like of the pinning and maybe to just can I disarm the queen? I want to just like I want to grapple and try to get that scepter out of her hands.
All right, make me an athletics check.
Okay.
And she's going to contest you.
Do I get an advantage?
Nope.
No,
And she nats.
nope.
I'm going to say because she nat 20s, you try to pull the scepter away and she's going to try to hit you with it instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nat 20.
That's fair.
Ouch. With 18, I'm assuming that's going to hit.
Oh, yes. By a lot.
You take 11 piercing.
Oh, this is like the first time I've ever taken damage.
Yeah, you kind of rather go to grab this scepter, and it's like stuck in Tizzle's bag. And when you go to grab it, she just brings it up, and it like catches you like on the side of the head, and just you're seeing stars.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah. That hurt. Okay.
Fun. It is.
I keep swinging the key. I'm like, take this.
It is Dr. Thomas's turn. He's gonna draw his scimitar as a blind man, but kind of take this posture where you can tell he knows how to fight and kind of use his Tremor Sense avatar style. And he's gonna go running at the paladin that is on his feet, not the one that Human knocked down. He's gonna kind of square that guy off. So he's gonna come in. He's gonna be a 15 on the paladin. I believe that hits. No, it does not. Yeah, he comes in and the paladin throws up his shield and blocks the scimitar attack. After that, this is now the paladin that is down from you. Yumin, are you on this guy pinning him, or are you like gonna let him try to get up from prone?
No, I think once the guy was like, "Oh, get off me," he just actually stepped off of him. So I think the guy's just prone in exploded out armor.
Yeah, he's gonna use half his movement to get up from prone, and he's still holding his crossbow from earlier. So he's going to actually drop the crossbow just onto the ground and just be like, "You stupid mouse, I'm gonna kill you for that." And he whips out his Morning Star and is gonna take a swing at you.
No.
Wow, he's pissy. Only 5. He's not so good. So he bops you.
He does bop me. Rude.
You got bopped. That's what that feels like. Weird. And it is now Human's turn.
Human looks to him and says, "Hey, since you're naked, if you want to just leave, you can leave. I don't want to hurt you."
Are you using a spell or something? Or are you
No, he's just asking him. He's just asking him to leave.
Like, you wanna opt out of this fight? Because you're
Yeah,
woefully underprepared.
he's just asking, "Hey man, it's okay if you want to leave. That's totally fine."
I think halfway through bopping you on the head, he just kind of gives you a look like, "Really?" And then he finishes bopping you.
Yeah. Well, it was worth a try. Now I gotta beat you up, and I don't like doing that. That's okay. And he adjusts his staff and whacks him with the staff.
Nice. Remember, it's a +1. So I'm saying you put that.
Oh no, that's damage. Hold on, I forget how this fucking spell works. It's been so long since I had to attack anybody. Nope, that's not it either. What the hell? How does this goddamn?
You just swing the staff, and then if it hits, you do the shillelagh damage.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, so you swing with it first and then add the shillelagh.
Yeah. And the weapons damage die becomes D8. Okay.
D8.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
So
Cool.
do the staff attack and then
Let's try that again. Bop. No.
No.
He turns and he says, "I don't have to hurt you." And he just slowly tries to bop him. I think he just taps him with it. He says, "You can still leave."
I also think what happens here is because the paladin is suddenly fighting without super heavy armor, he's like, "I'm light as a feather," and he's just like dodges it completely.
He's like, "Oh, I get it now."
I understand.
Man, this is so useful.
Yep. All right. It is the paladin fighting Dr. Thomas's turn now. He's going to swing a Morning Star back at him. The 11 does not hit Dr. Thomas, so they're just having like a fencing match over there. It's kind of cool looking. That's just like in the background. And then it is Mortimer's turn. Mortimer is going to whip out his little crossbow gun that he uses, and he is going to take a shot at the guy that bopped Ewan. And that's going to hit. He's going to put 8 piercing damage in that dude's back.
Wrecked.
The dude kind of bops you and like dodges, like, look how fast I am. Then a crossbow bolt just comes in and like gets stuck like right in his shoulder. You're just like, ow. Alrighty, back to the top with Tizla, who is pinning the queen while she is smacking her with a stick. You've just taken the amulet.
Correct. Okay, I have taken the amulet in one hand.
Yes.
All right, let me think through, because I think I can do... Oh, I wonder if I can do all this on one turn.
Uh-oh.
I
That's probably a
can.
monk thing to say.
I can. I know, right? I'm such a monk. I'm like, okay, all right. So first thing I do, even with it key in my hand, I'm going to take my attack action. Okay, this is how this is going to work. I'm going to take my double attack action. So, no. Okay,
Wow.
neither one hits, which is bad.
No, I take that back. You have advantage because she's prone. Neither one still hits. You're short by 1.
Neither one hits. And I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm sorry. That does actually, because she doesn't have her shield out right now because she's lying down holding her scepter.
So does the 15?
Yeah, so the 15 is going to hit, not the 13.
Smack her once.
So
Okay.
6 damage.
Smack.
Punch her in the
And
face.
then I would like to make a grab action for her staff and try to rip it from her hands.
All right, make a athletics.
Huh.
Oh, you do it.
This is such a girl fight on this throne. That's
Oh my god! Yeah, it's like, so give me my stuff back.
Okay, I take it, and now I'm going to use a key point.
Mm-hmm.
The best part's you're a monk, so it is a slap fight.
It's a total slap fight. I am going to use a key point, and I am going to get the hell away from her. I am going to dash as a bonus action.
That'll get you all the way to the far door of the room.
That is what I'd like to do with her staff and with the key. And when I get there, I hold them both in the air.
Okay, yeah, you run, and good news and bad news. Good news, you reach the far double doors. Bad news is, as you reach them, you realize that those doors have been locked with a tight gold chain that's been wrapped around the handles.
That's cool. Just one step at a time. I'm there.
Yeah, one thing at a time, but you're
I got 'em both.
6 feet away.
Okay, cool. Nice. Yes, that's what I do.
Awesome. Okay, it is now the queen's turn. She stands up with like none of her stuff because you just took all of her things, which makes a lot of women angry. So she kind of yells and says, I am so tired of all of you. Well then, you asked for it? Very well. Allow me to introduce you to the Oracle. And I'm going to have the Oracle roll initiative. The Oracle rolls an 8. Okay.
Who's this Oracle person? Why do I feel like she's been brainwashed?
Right?
Like this, she cray. The queen is like Tyra Banks level cray cray.
She is pretty crazy.
She's up there.
That's a high level of cray cray.
That is the highest level of cray cray. One day I will send all of you my favorite crazy Tyra Banks video. It is the one that solidifies.
Any of them.
Yeah. Then the queen is going to run over and pick up the crossbow that the other dude dropped. And then she's just going to like turn and take a shot at Tizla as best she can. Wow.
What?
You took her accessories. She's mad.
Wow.
We can't all have pretty things.
All right, so remember that second number's going to be an 8, so it's 12 damage. Because of our house roll. It's been 3 weeks, but yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, there that is.
Yeah, so this crossbow just flies in and catches you like right in the chest.
I still hold her things.
I got your things though. All right, and it is Alethea's turn. You are right by the crazy queen who is like shooting a crossbow and going crazy and yelling about the oracle coming.
Yeah, and just hit my friend Tizla with a crossbow.
Yeah, who does that? Eventually, you in the face.
Oh man. Yeah, that is not okay. So like she's lost her engagement on me. She's like got her back to me. Focused on Tizla. I take my shooty pew pew and just like point blank I was gonna say in her head, but like I don't actually want to kill her.
You going for the shot though. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going for the shoulder, I guess, or you know, like I'm hoping for like a nice clean through and through, like it'll hurt, but you
Non-lethal.
won't die.
You're going for non-lethal.
Yeah.
Alrighty, roll it.
Uh,
I'll give you advantage since she's not looking at you in your point blank. Good thing I did.
good.
All right, roll some damage. I'm a nice DM, you know. She's crazy, and you're flanking her.
Yeah, great, perfect.
Then she like blasts her in the arm where that she's holding the crossbow on,
Mm-hmm.
and she like yelps in pain as this thing goes like through and through on her arm.
Whew.
Ow. Okay, and it is Dr. Thomas's turn, who is fighting his paladin opponent. Taking a swing. No, that doesn't. Good try, blind dude. He's blind. Okay, it comes to play. It is now the paladin that is fighting human. And he just got shot by Mortimer as well. He's gonna take another swing at human. Wow. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use humbling rules. Let's see if he drops his stuff. He drops. No, he didn't have his shield, so I'm gonna say he does not have time to draw his shield because of that. It's not enough to fumble his weapon because my DC is a 10 on that usually. So he doesn't drop his mace, but he is not able to pull out his shield. So he's still a lower. Oh, he's a really low AC right now, actually.
He should be at like 10.
He's freaking wide open.
Terrible.
Yeah, he's basically 10 plus dex mod, so he's at like 11 right now instead of like 16, like the other dudes have been. Human. This dude is sucking by you. Mess him up.
That's okay. I also realized that I was using my strength mod and not my wisdom mod, so for Shillelagh this entire time. But I think I fixed it, so
Suddenly human gets good.
a 12 to hit.
That'll hit this guy.
6 damage. Is he? Boop. I said you could leave. And he whops him on the head.
Yeah, that dude's looking pretty rough.
I'm sorry about hitting you.
All right, and then it is the other paladin's turn. He's going to take a swing at Dr. Thomas. Ow, that's going to hit. For 9 on Dr. Thomas. Okay, yeah, he hits a good lick on the doctor, but the doctor is still going and still fighting. He still looks okay for now. And then we are on the Oracle's turn. So you guys are fine. The queen is over here yelling and ranting like, he's coming to kill all of you, and all this craziness. And then suddenly the kind of glass bold roof of this space shatters apart, and a bunch of glass sprays out into luckily kind of the middle of the room where none of y'all are, because y'all are either up where the throne is or Tisla is on the far side of the room. And dropping into the center of the room is this very large, like, bug monster. It is this huge creature. It's got like 8 legs. It has like this big nasty like fly kind of bug face and these huge pincers on it. And it's got a very hard, thick, kind of armored exoskeleton on it. And it lets out this kind of like loud roaring sound. And it is going to turn and kind of look around. And I think it is going to go after... It's going to actually go after Mortimer, because Mortimer is the closest to it, because he hasn't advanced in either way. So it is going to go running at Mortimer. And it is luckily going to miss. So it like takes a big snap with its pincers at him. And Mortimer at the last second like ducks, and these things snap like right above his head. And you even see like some poison and stuff kind of like dripping from its pincers. So yeah, that's the Oracle. Lots of fun. And it is now Mortimer's turn, who, saying "oh shit," draws his dagger and is going to try to stab that thing. And he is also going to miss. Okay, back to the top of Tisla.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? I hesitate. Okay. Did I break the chain, or can I put the necklace back on? Can I wear it?
Yeah, you can wear it. You just like pull it off her.
Okay, I want to wear it, and like I need to make sure it's secure. So like tuck it anywhere I need to put it for it to be super secure on my body.
Okay.
What? 2. I want to break her staff in half.
All right, make me a athletics check. DC of 15.
proficiency on this. We can do this. Go.
It cracks, but it is not broken yet.
Okay. Is there a pointy end?
Yes, it's basically a mace.
Oh, I see. Well,
It's all royally and crystally and looks kind of like a scepter, but it's also got a pointy, macy end.
I see. Well, that would be considered a weapon that I cannot use with proficiency. So, I guess I'll just step up and I'm going to double punch this thing.
Okay.
And I'll try to finish breaking her staff next time.
Okay, yeah, you want to go punch the Oracle?
Punch the Oracle 1, punch the Oracle 2. There's rolls I was looking for.
There we go. Those are some rolls. Yeah, both of those are going to hit. So roll some damage.
Yep. Well, 14 points.
Awesome. Yeah, you do 14 damage on thing, which is actually a pretty good blow on this thing.
Oh, wait. When you choose addition, and I hit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead for the heck of it and spend another key point to do a flurry of blows on it. And if I hit with the flurry of blows, I get these cool new open hand techniques that may be great. Okay, here we go. 2 more. Dang.
Nope.
And that one. 24.
Yes.
Okay, that strike, it needs to make... It has to succeed my strength. You can. Question. How far away is it from the throne and like where she's at?
It's in the middle of the room, so with how big it is, it's probably about 20 feet from either side of the room. This thing's big.
Big. Okay, well that won't help. But it says it has to succeed on a dex saving throw or be knocked prone. That seems unrealistic in its size.
Yeah, I don't think you can knock prone things with like a bunch of legs.
I was thinking, and I think it's size 2. Okay, well then I'm gonna have it make a strength saving throw, and if not, then it's gonna push it 15 feet towards the queen.
Nice. Let's do it.
I was hoping to like run it over her, but
And it's gonna fail.
whoop, whoop. I push it back 15 feet.
Yeah, you hit it, and like Mortimer jumps on the ground, and it like goes over him, and this thing goes sliding, and it is like right up near like all the action on the throne now. So like Alethea and Human and Dr. Thomas are just like, oh hi.
I know what this is. Does this look like something from the Underdark? Can I identify this thing?
It looks like nothing you've ever seen before.
Well,
Other than this, it's a giant, nasty bug with really thick armor, but no, it's nothing you've heard of.
well, then that's all I can do.
Okay. Then we are on the queen's turn. She has this crossbow. So let's see. She is going to. She can't hit Tizzle anymore because the Oracle is in the way.
I think you're muted.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, Kenny. Let's see. Who would she shoot at this point? I guess she's gonna take a shot at Mortimer, who's been shooting at her friends. With a 9 is going to miss, and so we are on to Alethea's turn.
So she has turned her attention to Mortimer. This bug thing is now like all up in our fighting business. Humans taking care of the paladins, both of them? Well, no, Dr. Thomas has one engaged.
Yeah, and Human has the other.
How beat up is the paladin that's engaged with Human?
The one engaged with Human is pretty beat up.
Okay, so that's not an issue. I still want to try to like. This lady is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just need to back off a little bit. So I want to try to get a little bit of space away from the action, and just shoot at the Oracle.
Okay, yeah, so you can kind of slip over to one of the walls or something, kind of get away from everyone.
Yeah, like maybe there's a column or something that I could be using potentially for partial cover if I needed to. I don't know if there's anything like that, but
not a whole lot, but you can kind of get like up against the wall, kind of where no one else is. You try to be invisible.
I'll take with that and shoot Mothra. I mean the Oracle.
Nice reference. Yeah, roll some damage on that. That'll hit for sure. Nice. Number 8. Cool. Yeah, you hit it, and your bullet seems to pierce some of its exoskeleton, and it kind of lets out this like clicking sound as you shoot it. All right, Dr. Thomas against the paladin. He's gonna miss, and it is Human's paladin buddy who is light as a feather right now, but still not doing so hot. He is going to not bother for shield anymore because he dropped that thing, and he's just gonna swing his Morning Star at Human again, fighting for his life, and miss.
Get wrecked.
And it's Human's turn.
Yeah, Human continues to bob him.
Okay. Lethal or non-lethal?
Just leave. Non-lethal. Human only has non-lethal damage. 26.
That hits.
4. Stop it. Just lay down.
Okay. Is that with your shillelagh damage?
That's the shillelagh damage.
Yeah, 1d8. Okay. Yeah, you hit him, and he looks really bad, but he's still standing.
You can still leave.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
In this game.
A 20.
Oh, damn. Let's see. He's going to do a critical saving throw.
I've bludgeoned him into...
He mega fails. He's been shot. He's been bludgeoned like multiple times. He doesn't have any armor on anymore. He dropped his shield and his crossbow. He's like, screw this. And
like he's like armored from the waist down, and he's got like armored gloves on, but his breastplate exploded off of him. So he's like super ghosted goblins from Super Nintendo when you get hit in his boxers. Oh no!
So yeah, he runs over to the kind of back door of the room and tries to open it, and it's locked. So he just kind of ducks behind like a chair or something. So
he just runs towards Tisla and hangs out.
Yeah, well, he's going the opposite way. He's like behind the throne and all that. Okay. Like, screw this. He's trying to get out of there.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that dude is out of the fight. So Paladin 1 is bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
And then Human turns and walks over to the other, over to the other Paladin.
Okay, yeah, and that dude at this point is going to take a swing at Dr. Thomas. And he's going to hit for 9. Okay, so Dr. Thomas is definitely bleeding and stuff. He's okay for now, but he's definitely injured. And then we are on the Oracle's turn, the big old nasty bug thing. It is going to kind of turn its attention on Tisla, who just shoved it, basically. And since it's not melee engaged with anybody, it is going to move up to her, and it's going to take a snap at her. Of a 23 to hit. You need to... you have resistance against poison as a dwarf, right?
I do.
Okay. So the poison damage is going to be half regardless, but I need you to make a... what does it say on this? It should be a constitution save. It doesn't say for some reason in the description, but it's poison.
16?
That's going to work. So you're going to have to half. So you only take... So you're going to take 13. 11 piercing and 2 poison.
Oh, this is... Okay, well... Okay.
How are you looking?
Let's hope nothing else takes a turn against me.
Who took those 2 healing potions earlier?
I already had 2 healing potions.
Nice.
So I have 4 healing potions, but I need a chance to take them.
Yep. All right, it is Mortimer's turn. He is still using his little dagger, and he's going to go poke at the Oracle. Nope. I think he's just stabbing on the exoskeleton, die, 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 and it's just not even break the shell. And it is now Tisla's turn.
Oh, okay. Tisla takes Potion of Healing.
Ready.
Which does...
2d4?
2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, Potion of Healing.
Okay, well, could be worse.
Plus 2, actually. It's actually plus 2.
Oh, plus 2, so 7 points. It helps the key go down farther.
Yeah, that's true. You washed down the key.
Yeah, I finished washing it down. It was stuck. Question.
Yes.
The room, does it seem this room is held up by pillars?
No, it's held up by the actual walls and things.
Structure of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What floor are we on?
The ground floor, other than the dungeons below you.
Am I near a wall?
You could be if you wanted to. You are engaged with the thing right now, though. But right now you're in the middle of the room.
Damn.
So you need to disengage, or you would risk attack of opportunity if you try to run.
Not if I spend a key point. I spend a key point to disengage from the critter, and I would like, in fact, to walk over to the nearest wall and punch a hole through it. I want an exit strategy, yo.
Okay, make me a athletics.
43.
You punch a hole and your hand goes through, so you have a hole the size of your fist.
Can I pull it back through and start breaking away at it? Like, does it seem like it's gonna break away?
You have 2 fists, so you can take one more shot at it.
I would take a second. Yep, fist hit number 2. 20.
Nice, that's on the DC also. Yeah, so you have a hole big enough for like someone who's smaller to fit, like someone like Mortimer could probably fit right now. But you're in the process of basically making a door. 2 punches in.
His.
Huzzah. Because here's the thing, the DC's a 20 because this is a stone wall, but you just punched it twice successfully because you digged your stone, so that makes sense.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, and you're basically on the other side of this room. You see like a random like little like study library room.
Go. Okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Can I do anything else? I think that was like 2 attacks. Well, it was a bonus action to move. I was going to say I would love to finish cracking her
Her staff.
Her staff, but you know.
Yep. Okay. It is her turn.
Priorities.
Make a door first. It's her turn. She's going to reach her crossbow. Seeing you punch a hole in her pretty wall, she's taking a shot at you. Wow. She does not like you.
Shit.
You're trying to break her staff.
Goes down, gang.
Yeah, because that is 9 plus 8.
Goes down.
Yep. Wow, that's 17 damage. Yeah, so she just like, stop breaking my stuff! And she shoots this bolt and it just flies and catches you like really hard, like right in the chest, and you drop.
Hey, Tisla does have more potions on her.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to feed her.
Okay. That was the queen. It is now Alethea's turn. You were headed to fight the paladin that Dr. Thomas was engaged with on your last turn.
No, that's not what I was doing at all, actually. Oh.
You walked away. That was human. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait a second. I'm not trying to engage with anybody. But I just saw my very first friend, Tisla, go down, and we're missing our healer. So, I mean, human can like make berries or whatever, but I don't really, Yeah. So I am going to double dash my way right over there, and then, or that's not what it's actually called.
You actually don't need to dash. You can just get there in this turn.
Oh, I can. The room's small enough.
Yeah, because you had backed up and gone over to the wall. And that's kind of where she was punching.
Sweet. I want to like uncork a healing potion and right into her gaping mouth, her big mouth that is spouting all of the words.
Yeah, I will say that was one of the 2 y'all found in the armor.
Okay,
so
cool.
And we can say you have the other one also. So Alethea should have at least 1 more from today, and then Tisla still has her other.
So again, same thing.
Yep, 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Oh, 7. Okay. Just like, one miss. I was pushing a hole in a wall.
It's amazing how a drink can heal a crossbow bolt to the heart.
Yeah. It's the little things in life.
All right. It is now Dr. Thomas. He is going to fight his paladin buddy some more. And man, he's not doing so hot. Okay. Human. Dr. Thomas is fighting this paladin dude who's kind of beating him so far.
The other paladin left.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks over to the barely conscious Tisla, and he just waves and says, "You're doing great!" And I'm going to use Balm of the Summer Court.
Oh.
So she's going to get 11 hit points. And everything takes that 80s dream sequence tone where the edges of your vision get all foggy, and you hear that da, 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 and it's all slow motion and fun. Yeah, you know the montage.
I do.
So yeah, everything gets this like dreamy overlay added to it as you kind of just come to, and you're like, oh, this is great. As you're imbibing this magic potion.
The really high right now.
You're
I
doing
think the
great.
key falls out of her shirt and it slowly morphs in her vision into a peace sign instead. The cool peace sign on her neck.
And then he reaches over and pats Dr. Thomas and says, "You're doing great too." And I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Nice.
Gem.
So Cure Wounds at level
Our
2.
healer's not
Beautiful
here.
furry
Someone said.
creature.
17 for him.
Cool. Man, he is one short of 4
Nice.
health now. That is really good.
We
Go
love
get
that.
him! And then I'm going to take an attack of opportunity against me. Where's the queen? How far away is she from me?
She is by you, actually. And
Oh.
you won't because you're not engaged with the paladin anyway.
Okay, cool.
So-
Yeah, he's going to walk over to her and be like, "Hey, stop shooting my friend!" And that's it. He's just going to stand there and yell at her.
I think she just like glares.
Perfect.
Angry, evil, psycho glare.
Perfect.
Nice. All right, it is now Paladin 2's turn. Who's gonna swing back at Dr. Thomas? He just healed. Wow. Okay, here we go. He does. He's gonna wait till he drops his shield too, because it's an 11. So his shield drops, and Dr. Thomas has an opening. Huzzah! He was just so astounded by the dude that just walked over here, healed his buddy back to full health, and then left. Like, I hate this game. Where's my healer? Oh
I
man.
have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Get back in there.
All right, it is the Oracle's turn. It was attacking Tisla at the time. I think though, when it sees Alethea run over and help its victim, it's going to turn on her. Hi. 12 is not going to hit. You're safe for now. And it is Mortimer's turn with his little dagger, who keeps poking at it, hoping he'll get through eventually. He does not get through eventually. I don't think a 12 hits. And 13. 13 is not hit. Okay. Tisla, you are back up and face to face with this thing that is snapping at you and Alethea.
Praise be.
To the
Okay.
rocks.
Praise be to the rocks. I'm going to use my last key point and flurry of blows. This gives me 4 attacks. I would like to take 2 on its face and 2 on the wall. Tisla between the wall and it, like, punches forward to hit its face and then kicks backwards at the same time to smash the wall.
Okay, so the 2 wall ones are going to be athletic checks.
Okay.
You're going to do 2 athletic checks and 2 attacks, in whatever order you want. That's another hole in the wall. It's
Okay.
big enough for most people in the party to fit through.
Great. That's all I need. 2 unarmed attacks.
Newman is going to be out of luck trying to fit through it at the moment.
We will get
He's a big boy.
there. Right now, we can get through, kind of. Okay.
Yeah, 18 no.
17 to hit it and an 18 to hit it.
Those are both hits.
It's good. Yay! 15
Wow.
points.
Nice.
Punch, punch. And I'm like, get through the wall. Go. Except
Okay.
for you, because you're stupid.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'll make the
By
whole.
the way, the Oracle's starting to like kind of beat up.
Oh, good. I'll beat it some more here in a second, but I can't do it as much.
Yeah,
Just-
you're meaning. All right, it is now the Queen's turn. She is going to turn at Human, who just told her to stop, and she's gonna be like, I don't think I will. And even though it's disadvantage, she's gonna attack close range with her crossbow. She's mean, and she misses.
Nope.
Yeah, so like she goes to like shoot you, and you just like bat the crossbow down. Like,
I was about to say, she only ever misses on anybody but
No.
Tisla. I don't think she's missed a shot yet on Tisla.
yep, pretty much. You had 2 nat 20s from her too. I mean, you took her stuff. You took her stuff.
Well,
All right, Alethea, it's your turn. You're face to face with the Oracle.
So I'm gonna am I engaged with the Oracle, or can I take
Yes.
Tesla's advice and peace out?
You are engaged with it because it just tried to
I'm
make you.
engaged. Okay.
Launch. And you might
So I can't. Well, I can actually. Don't I have a? Can I take a cunning action to disengage?
Yeah, I think that's what that does, right?
Or
Yeah.
Can I like
That's
use your
what I
bonus
wanna
action to
do.
disengage?
I'm gonna listen to my friend Tisla because I am probably the lowest on health right now, and so because I didn't have a lot to begin with, I can't afford to get hit. So I'm gonna disengage and dash through this hole that she's created. And can I still take an action after that? Yeah. I should
Yeah.
be able to still take an action. So I'm gonna shoot at it from the safety of like around the doorway and pew, right at it.
Cool. Take a shot.
All right.
13 does not hit.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you hit it, but it deflects off of its exoskeleton. I need a perception check from you.
From me?
Yes.
Oh no, why?
Because you're going to die.
Oh, good. 18 though?
So you remember earlier whenever Dr. Thomas showed up saying that there was potentially hundreds of soldiers outside. The weird thing is when you come running into this room, you suddenly can hear outside, you hear the sounds of fighting.
I hear fighting outside.
Yes. Like out in the halls and stuff.
Okay. I will hang on to this.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna hang on to this information. Like, what about? I don't know. Like, hey guys, I hear fighting. Like, of course I hear fighting. We're literally fighting.
You're the perfect character to have discovered this.
Yeah.
All right, it is Dr. Thomas's turn. He's going to swing at the dude who no longer has a shield. And that is exactly on the AC without the shield. Huzzah. Wow, he is so good. He's going to win this fight, I'm sure of him. Okay. He's not much of a fighter. Human, it is your turn. The queen just tried to shoot you and you just like bat her crossbow down because you're like, that's mean.
It is mean. It's rude. You don't crossbow people. Human is going to... man, you know... He's going to bop the queen.
He's going to bop the queen?
Her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bop the queen.
Yeah, he says, that's not very nice. And he hits her with his stick.
Nice.
25 to hit.
Wow, that'll bat the bop.
Wow.
Boop. 3 damage to the queen.
Wow. So good at this game, dude.
Stop hitting my friends.
Human's so good at life.
I know. Okay, it is Paladin 2's turn. He's gonna take a swing at his fencing buddy. And I think 13, that is actually a hit on Dr. Thomas.
Hey.
9, ow. He's doing all right though, because he got all healed up. So he's still okay. All right, it is the Oracle's turn. The Oracle is going to step away from Tizla, and Tizla's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, she is. 1, 2. Doggone it.
Alrighty, one of those hits.
Okay. 8 points.
All right, you do 8 points of damage to the Oracle. It looks like pretty beat up from all the punching y'all have done on it. You actually see like a little bit of like kind of nasty purplish blood coming out from under its shell and stuff. So it turns around and starts heading up towards the throne. And the queen, meanwhile, is fighting Human. She gets bopped on the head, and she takes a couple steps back and kind of stumbles on the steps in front of the throne. And then the Oracle just comes up and opens its mouth and just swallows her whole. And you see him kind of like gulp, and then you see his wounds start closing up again as he is absorbing half of her HP into his own.
No, no, no. That is wrong.
What the shit?
Or,
You guys seeing this?
It's like, what?
no, Human, I didn't just say to don't credit eat the queen.
Gulp?
It's like, is this deja vu? Didn't we just eat something?
That's just.
I get indigestion just watching it swallow the queen.
The new name of this episode is Island in the Sky Cuisine.
The best part is like this happens.
Playing with your food.
This happens, and you just hear Human go, "Oh no!"
No.
But she tastes nasty. She was wicked evil.
Okay. It's Mortimer's turn. He's gonna go poke it with his dagger.
Is she still in there?
Oh, is Mortimer gonna kill it?
No, he's not gonna have that much damage. Okay. Okay.
Jeez.
He does 7 though. Well, that's not bad for Mortimer.
7 points of critical damage.
Good job, Mortimer. Your little dagger, your little butter knife. He's all over that. Tizla, it is your turn. You just watched the queen get eaten.
All right, Tizla's done with this. I whip out the war pick.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, Human, you think thin and get your hiney through that hole.
What?
And then I look at the two of them and like, I tell you, through the hole. And I'm going to war pick and then do one unarmed strike, so I get both strikes in this turn.
You're not in range to hit it at the same time this time.
Oh, I'm not?
No, but the DC goes down with your war pick, so you're able to break the hole for human. Yeah, because it went away.
Oh, that's right. It went away. It went away. You did say that. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll at 8:18. Hopefully, it picks through the wall.
Yes, it does. With the pick, it does. So there's now
Right.
a big human-sized hole in the wall.
Okay, get your hiney through the hole, and I'm going to close the gap between it and I.
Alrighty.
So that next round, if I need to, I can be last to make an attack.
Roger that. It is Alethea's turn. You are in the room hearing the sounds of fighting, and you see the hole get bigger, and you can see the monster run and go eat the queen.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm gonna keep shooting at the queen. Did not come back out.
No, that's not how this works.
Not yet.
Right? Well, because it's like it said like taking half of her HP, so I'm like,
No, like it literally absorbed it into its own HP by devouring her. So basically
Ate her for
healed by
sustenance.
eating its buddy.
that's so gross. Okay,
Yeah.
like this thing is the pure incarnation of evil in my mind, and
Mhm.
so I'm gonna put all of my everything into this next shot at Mothra, and yeah, okay, almost crit, but that's
Nope,
fine.
not quite, but that's a good shot.
All right.
Yep, you shoot it and do 6 points of piercing damage as you pierce its shell, and like some little fragments of shell like fly off and stuff. And it is now Dr. Thomas's turn, who is stuck fighting his paladin opponent still. So slice, and that is a negative again.
Run, doctor.
So human.
Human, who is nearby? Just the doctor and Mortimer?
The doctor, the paladin, and the oracle are right there, and Mortimer's pretty close as well.
Am I in striking distance of the oracle, or am I?
Yeah, because you're trying to see the queen, it just ate her. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I
that's
guess
it.
that makes sense. That's
Logic
true.
would speak.
That's true. Yeah, he bops it.
Just bob it.
He says, "Hey, spread that out." And he bops it. 18.
Nice. These bops are highly accurate.
9 damage. Get that out of your mouth.
Yeah. Have you been told not to eat stuff off the floor?
You whack it in like its insect eye,
Like
one of its many thousands of eyes.
Get that out of there.
Alrighty.
Like a
it is
dog
the
with a chew
second,
toy. Give that back.
it is the second paladin. I'm gonna have him do a wisdom save real quick. That is not good enough. Watching his queen get eaten by a giant monster makes him basically go, nope, peace, and he goes and hides behind the chair with the other
He pooped his pants.
paladin. He's like, no, the queen just got eat by that.
Just say it.
So that he is out of there.
No, no.
I mean, I would be done too. I just
Yeah.
no.
No,
I mean, like, yeah, not worth it. I do not get paid enough for this job.
not worth it. All right, it is the oracle's turn. It is going to turn on human who bopped it in the eye and bite him. Chomp.
Yes.
No. Okay, yeah, it goes to bite you, and I think you like put your stick like in its
In
mouth.
its mouth, and it just chomps down on it like a shark.
Cool. Exactly.
No.
Then Mortimer comes in and like, I hit it once, then hit it again. A for effort, Mortimer. Tizla, you are melee with this thing.
All right, I am in melee with this thing. Can I ride it? Is this something large enough that I could mount?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I would like to mount the critter that ate the queen.
All right, that's going to be a grapple check. So you need your athletics, and it's going to try to resist you.
Can I have rope at the ready? Can I like pull it out and I want to like loop its neck?
Yeah, if you make it up on top, then we'll do that.
And you said it's an athletics?
Yes.
16?
You succeed. All right, you're on top of it. Now, if you want to throw a rope around its neck, you're going to need to do probably like an acrobatics, or because you have to like loop it without getting your hand bitten off by pincers.
True. Can I roll a dex?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
And it's going to contest you. It's a dexterity contest.
Oh.
All right, it's
Okay, don't loop it.
Yeah, so you try to loop it, and it like starts snapping at your hand. You're like, nope, can't get it.
Can't
But
do
you're on
that.
top of it.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to do something on it?
I would like to put my war pick maybe through its brain.
Yeah, I'll let you take one swing. I'll give you wind swing because you're amongst your last thing. That's a hit. Totally.
And piercing from war pick to skull.
Yep, that does a lot of damage. It kind of like makes some like nasty kind of gurgly noises when you pick it.
Stop trying to eat my friends.
All right, it's looking pretty tired. It's still got some fight in it, but it's looking pretty tired again, even after feeding and healing. And it is Alethea's turn.
Sorry, my keyboard's not working today. So has anybody actually come through to this like study room with me?
No, in fact, the door is closed to the hallway. You just hear the sounds outside. But yeah, you're the only one from in here that's in there right now.
Go pee.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still just gonna hang on to that information. Like hear other fighting happening until we've more got this situation under control. I've seen that the other paladin has fled, unnerved by this like eating the queen situation. So I'm just gonna take one more shot at the oracle.
Nice. You can do it from afar.
Do a very terrible job. Like a really bad job.
Yeah. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm good at those.
You don't drop your arm. That's good.
Good.
All right. It is Dr. Thomas who's up. His enemy is gone. He is going to run at the bug with his centaur, seeing that it's kind of weakened and all y'all are beating up on it. And he's going to try to help finish this thing. And that is a hit. Awesome. He can see even a blind guy can hit that. 3 whole hits. the broadside of a barn. Okay, and then after Dr. Thomas is Human. Human, you are up in its face.
It's gonna bop.
Give it a bop.
Yeah. They said get that out of there. And he like rips the staff out of its mouth and then bops it again in the eye, or attempts to. 18.
Nice.
8 damage. Same eye.
Yep. Yeah, you like pop a couple of its eyes.
Get that out of there. Spit her out.
I don't think she's coming back out.
I'm so mad at her.
It's its turn. It's gonna bite at the guy who's hitting it in the eye. Nope.
Miss.
Man, imagine if that stuff would hit, huh?
Yeah.
Yo. Someday, maybe. It is Mortimer's turn. He's gonna try to poke it.
Oh my god, just go through the hole, people.
That is 4. Man, all right. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. It's starting to kind of wobble on its legs and stuff.
I wanted to ride it out. Okay.
Being in a pack means no one gets left behind.
Wham! Okay. Tesla, your turn.
I am going to... It's looking like it's going to fall down any second, right?
Yep, it's looking pretty bad. A couple good wallops might finish it up.
Okie dokie. Well, we're going to wallop it with the war pick, and then I'm going to follow it up with a punch to the eyeball.
Do it.
Nope.
Ooh, dexterity save.
I don't think either of those hit right.
The 16 will hit, but yeah, 15 is a good enough save. Say I do 7 bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning to its head. I'm out of key points, so there's nothing else I can do.
Yeah, you punch it and you see like a long crack run down its shell and stuff. Like this thing is looking bad. It's not the...
Does it look to have a soft, squishy insides?
Oh yeah, it's a bug. So just a big old bug. All right, it is Alethea's turn.
Can I see the goo from here?
Yes.
It's gross. It's disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot it one more time.
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Man, I was just really grossed out the last time. There's a lot of popping eyeballs and all kinds of like goo leaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really got it that time.
It is almost dead. You shoot it and like you see like part of its shell just like blow up pretty much, and like it is on its last leg. It's really dying and really gross. And it is Dr. Thomas, the blind dude. Let's see if he'll finish it up.
Please, God.
That's a hit. Wow, not quite.
Babies.
Human.
Pop it good.
Spit that Oh!
All right. That does it. You got it.
Just 3 does it.
So here's what happens. So Ewan's like, spit that out. He raises his staff with like 2 hands and goes to swing. And right as he does so, Mortimer's sitting there, he knows, like, kind of poking with his dagger, not getting much success. And he goes to like poke the thing like in the head. And the staff comes down and hits the handle of the dagger and just drives his dagger into the bug thing. And the bug just like freezes and it drops. It's like, oh.
I did it.
That worked. Hey, good job.
Thanks.
That's great.
I know. That's
Does
why I did
does its underside seem soft, like a crab?
Yeah, think of it almost like a big beetle kind of thing. It's got like its hard shell and then the rest is just all
Did
gooey
it
and gross.
fall where we can get to its belly?
Oh, please don't.
Oh, man.
I was gonna cut her out. What if she's still alive?
For the sake of keeping the stream not disgusting, let's just say she's not alive.
Okay, so you are assured that she's not alive.
She got eat.
Okay, she's
It
like done.
devoured her
Okay.
life, basically.
It wasn't like it swallowed her whole. It's like it crunched her on the way down.
Yep.
Got it.
She
Okay.
did.
Okay. Tisla's assured she's dead. I mean,
I hate to like burst your everyone's like, woo, yeah, it's dead. There's more fighting going on out here. So to get away.
quickly through the hole.
On cue with that,
I'm in the hole. I've been in the hole this whole
I'm coming.
time.
I'm coming.
on cue with that, almost tying into the irony of you saying, I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but you suddenly hear this really loud bang as something presumably hits the double doors with the gold chain on it, and the chain blows apart, and the doors fly open. And entering the room, you see a big man with like thick hide armor and a huge great axe over his shoulder. And you recognize your old friend Carvos. Says, well, look who we got here.
Hey,
Hey, it's Carbos.
I'm Ewan.
Well, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, we was having a chat with the Queen.
Looks at giant dead bug monster.
We was having a chat with the Queen.
The bug ate her. And Tisla ate the key. It was snacks for everyone.
Okay, Ewan.
Well, I think that worked out.
Welcome back,
What, the key
Chelsea.
part or the Queen part?
Everything.
I was gonna say, what happens behind closed doors? She
See?
stays behind closed doors.
What? You did.
So
What are you
yeah.
doing here?
Well, I guess about 20 years ago, the old master told me that on this day, at this time, I was supposed to get a bunch of guys and go raid the palace. And I wasn't going to do that until I met all of you and learned what I did from you and saw what I saw. And then, well,
You couldn't have like told us this the last time we was freezing our heinies off with you.
what's the fun of that?
Just, oh my God, why is everybody concerned with having fun? Okay, can we just, would you like to escort us up to the other tower because they have stolen Wesley?
I see.
Our wee baby has been
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about exposing my men to a bunch of wizards. Besides, I'm assuming you're talking about the wizard tower. I saw the fortification there, right?
true.
All right. Well, if we bring a standing army there, the first thing they do is burn the rope bridge across, and we'll never reach it.
Right. So, how would you suggest we get inside the wizard's tower?
If you could find a way to sneak in, maybe.
Yep. There might be a way to do that.
Do you, is that, I peer through the hole to her. Is that true? Do we have a place to do that? Can we do that?
Well, we got in there once earlier.
But did you sneak in or did you walk through the front door when nobody was home? That's different.
No, there was some guile happening, some less than truthfulness happening, but it was guarded and we got past the guard and then we got back out.
But I'm saying, what if we can't do that again? We need a special door, like a secret one, a back door, a basement door.
Yeah, there's one door. There is no basement. It's an island. It's like a donut, like with the hole. And like there's the island that floats, and then there's the moat of nothingness, and then there's the rest of the island. So
We could dig up through the bottom.
it's not attached to anything.
It's floating in the air over
Magic.
nothing. Magic.
Like the island we're on. It's island on an island. It's Inception.
Yeah, Islandception. It's like a baby island inside of a bigger island.
Floating in the sky.
Oh, a great book.
Somebody needs to tie their island down.
I mean, there's a rope bridge tethering. I mean, I don't know if it would just float. But
Okay. All right. So how far is this rope? How long is this rope bridge?
About 60 feet.
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, I can jump 60 feet.
Me neither. I tried, and Alethea said no.
Okay, so is it well guarded, this wizard's tower?
I mean, there were guards earlier today.
And we can rightfully assume there's more, yes?
Yeah, I mean, if the wee one, the little one, is there, which to our knowledge she is, and then Wesley.
No, we've got to tell her mother got eaten by the oracle.
You know, we don't have to tell her that right away. Probably.
So what are we going to tell her?
That we made it out of the castle to come find her to fulfill our mission. I know that makes us sound like the bad guys. I see the cogs, but we're not. And
what is this thing? Why did the queen think this was the oracle? What is it? Does anybody know? Can you identify it, human? You know all the critters.
No. Jack, do I know what this thing is?
Heck no.
Okay.
I'll let Alethea make maybe an investigation on it.
I mean, yeah, I guess like maybe my dad told me about something once upon a time, but it doesn't seem likely.
You definitely don't know what this thing is. This is no creature you've seen before. You do notice on its head, around its buggy eyes and stuff, it has some little antennas. And you do remember the queen like putting her her hand on her temple.
Yeah.
Like that?
It was mind controlling her. So now I have another question. She said she already's been to the center. She's seen the heart. And she said when she got there, the oracle told her. This creature was there?
If it was telling the truth, then yes.
But we'll say it wasn't. Why would it lie to her?
Maybe it wanted the key for some nefarious purpose.
Maybe it was a bad guy that wants the island to smash like melons. Or maybe it eats magic. It ate her.
That
Okay.
actually, and I like that kind of makes sense to me.
Oh, it absorbs the magics. So they live. Oh, I bet they live near the heart. What if we're not stealing the magic at all? What if they are?
That's a good question. That could be possible because like I kind of had those thoughts about the queen before when she was extending her life and using the magic inappropriately. Like there is a possibility that there are biological creatures that do feed off of it, and I just like tangent into.
Well, I was gonna say, what if everybody is telling the truth and it's just a simple misunderstanding? What if the magic is really going away? It's quote unquote dying, but not in the true sense. It is being drained, if you will, but it's not being drained by us. It's being drained by this critter or another critter that eats the magic.
Yes, that is. I think it is absolutely a possibility. However, that would explain why they wouldn't want us to come down and interfere, and therefore paint us as the bad guys in this scenario.
Right. And it would be why we would still hear from the old geezer. What was his name?
The old master?
Old master. Why we would hear from the old master that we have to get to the center. What are we going to do when we get there? Just put the key in the hole?
Yes, I don't know. There are puzzles. I remember puzzles from the dream. Like there's probably some sort of gauntlet of nonsense we have to go through, but we have this, like the mirror with the hole in it. She called it the oracle disc or something. So they must have a way.
There was more of them.
There's more of them. And there's a way.
Oh, that's right. She listened through all of them. And she said, oh, this is so confusing. It makes my rocks hurt.
I think we need to go get
Wesley, we need to
Just
go
saying,
get.
it's not going to be that easy. We can't just waltz up there. I don't think it's going to be like last time.
I look to Mortimer, like, Mortimer, help me out here. Like you've lived here long enough to know if there were some nefarious way to get into the Wizarding Tower. Like, is there?
I have one idea, but it's not a good one.
Well, Mortimer, none of our ideas are good, ever.
Any ideas better than no idea.
It's true.
What if we built a catapult?
Okay, see, I was thinking we could parachute in, so we're on the same page.
Parachute's an idea. We do have airships.
We could hijack an airship and crash it into the tower.
Okay, now hold on. Maybe not. Now, are you trying to rescue her or kill her?
Well, we can park it if you really want to. Doesn't make quite as much as an entrance, but okay. Okay. So, does the Queen have some docked round?
Well, no, but they're at the airship harbor. There's probably a couple left over from before the war started that they just, aren't flying anymore.
Okay.
So,
do you think we can get down there with less, it's simpler than we can try to navigate through the guards at the tower?
Oh, yeah, my great-great-great-grandfather was a pirate, so I got this.
Would you guys like to fly in and go from the top down instead of the bottom up? They'll never expect us coming from the top. Yes, I know, phrasing.
Can we discuss the fact that his great-great-grandfather was a pirate on an island it takes a day to walk across, and there's only a handful of ships that fly in the sky? Can we talk about that for a second?
I never said he was a great pirate, okay?
The worst pirate that has ever pirated.
The only pirate that's ever pirated.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay. That's enough. Oh, we could just do a flyby.
I can't fly.
No. We fly the ship by, and then as we drive up, we jump.
I'll pilot it and you guys can jump and I'll go land it.
This is... You look not so into it, Alethea.
Well, so I was thinking, because we had a similar thought about how we would infiltrate the palace, but we're talking about infiltrating a magical institution, and it seems like there would be some sort of safety measure against this kind of infiltration.
You think there's not a safety measure for knocking on?
There is and there isn't.
Okay.
That's absolutely right. They have all kinds of things in place to keep people from sneaking their way into the tower with magic. So no feather fall potions, nothing magical.
But just straight falling to your death, now that.
Well, you can have a parachute. That's not magic.
Wait, you can't do magic inside the tower?
No, once you're inside you can, but you can't
enter it.
If you try to enter dropping in with magic, like with a spell, like a feather fall is most popular, for not going splat.
Okay, because I definitely use magic to walk right in the door.
Right, and that's because you went through the door. Oh. They have wizards coming in all the time, but if you try to sneak in from above, below, or from a window, they have a barrier that will mess up your magic.
So do these ships come stocked with parachutes?
No, but I can make you some.
I don't need a pair of shoes.
Human. Just trust us on this one, friend.
Okay.
Should we take over a ship?
I can take care of everything.
Oh.
Well, hot damn.
I mean, you guys have done so much for me. At least I can do is get you guys a ship and some parachutes.
Yay.
But I'm not going in, because I'm going to fly the ship. No,
it's good. We can go in. Here's the thing. What say you come pick us up off the roof again?
I don't know. If I fly by once and drop you guys in, try to fly by again, that time they might shoot me down. Fool me once, fool me twice.
Oh, wait, could you have the ship waiting somewhere else?
I mean,
Question. I guess once we get them, we just have to go back down to the center of the Earth?
No, see, because it's not attached to anything. So.
But they shouldn't cut the bridge, so you should be able to run across the bridge to get out, right?
No.
No.
Once we get the girl, once we get our poor Will Wesley,
Right.
then we have to go to the center of the island.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get there?
Well, I'm hoping Anna knows. I mean, the little one, because like we don't have a lot of time to get back to the center of the island, and it kind of seemed like getting her help was key to getting there fast.
Okay,
so I'm kind of banking her.
Well, you have the 2 pieces of the key. I mean, why don't you try putting them together, see what it does?
well,
Something like that.
Well, I guess
trying to have both pieces.
Hey, human, you can hit her in the stomach with a stick, right?
No.
Heimlich maneuver?
I have thoughts.
You know, I don't know if I need to know the details of how we get the other part of the key back. However, we have in our possession, in a manner of speaking, both parts of the key.
True.
We will very soon be in the presence of the wee one and whatever part she plays in unlocking that secret. And I can't believe if Wesley were here, it would be him saying this, but I have to be the one to say it. Faith, I guess. Like,
no, we're faith. Faith and friendship.
Is that someone else?
Faith.
Yeah.
No, it's what you have in your heart. It's what Wesley's made of.
Oh, he's made of meat.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all kind of made. Okay,
Except
let's do it.
You're made of meat and rocks.
So where do we meet you, Mortimer? You just gonna come pick us up?
Yeah, why don't you guys head back to either Wes's place or my place, whichever you prefer. And then I will send you a message. It'll probably take me about half a day to get them ready, which is good, because that'll leave us about a day and a half to wrap this thing up.
Oh, that's just...
I got a little sick to my stomach. I'm not sure if it's the key or my nerves.
I mean, if y'all have another idea, you're welcome to implement it. I'm just following y'all's plan.
Okay. I, honest to God, don't.
Me neither.
Yeah, so this is the plan we have, and it's the plan we're going to execute.
The Queen doesn't have a private airship, does she?
Oh, no. She didn't like to fly. Well, she didn't like to fly.
Okay. Well, I had so many questions for her, and she was just so mean.
She got eaten.
I know, right?
Yes, human, and she became the tasty snack of a multi-legged critter, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's all we can do. Whose house?
Wesley's.
You know, here's the thing. We don't have Wesley with us. I feel like it'd be rude to impose on his parents, who we have not met. We have not met without him. So maybe...
So Mortimer's place.
I mean, it's already an emperor crashing on my couch. You might as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can go stay with the Emperor.
And perhaps you could give us some more information about this key.
Oh,
and
true. I could maybe pass the key.
Oh, yeah. We should probably bring him with us, huh?
I don't know. But yeah, so Mortars, we'll meet you back at your place. Your shop.
That's what will be. True story.
Sounds good. See you there.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
And he skips out of the throne room.
I don't know where he lives. We should probably follow him.
Fighting that I'm hearing. What am I hearing? That was the Carvos.
Yeah, that was all. So basically what had happened, you can see through the door now that he kicked open. Basically, what he described to you is that like 20 years ago, he was told on this day to take all of his men and siege the palace. And that's what he did. So he basically just cleared out the big army of guys that would have stopped you from leaving.
Wow. Okay. There's a library, yeah?
Yeah.
On the other side of this wall?
Yeah, like a little study room. It's not real big. It's like more of like an office with some
A private. Whoa.
Yeah.
Where does everybody keep the most private stuff? In the office. So before we skedaddle, I would like to go sneaking through her business.
Okay.
Do I find anything in the study library spout?
Yeah, is everyone going in there or just you? What's everyone else doing?
I'm already in there, I guess.
I was about to say, I crawl through and join you.
Yeah, you've been sort of trundles through.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys all head to the office. So, wrong character. Tisla, make me an investigation.
This is bad game. Oh, looky!
Okay, this is the office of not the queen, but like one of the clerks here in the palace.
Mm-hmm.
And you find ledgers where they were like buying like weapons for the war and all kinds of things like that. But you also see ledgers where she was basically buying stuff to get ready for a big celebratory festival in a few days.
Interesting.
In a few days?
In a few days.
After the end of the world?
Right, because remember what she said? She didn't think it would be the end. She thought it would be the beginning of the party.
On the goddess coming back.
Mm-hmm.
She
like,
really
it's funny because like this is supposed to be my mother and I still don't know if I believe in her.
You're like, nah, my mom might be real.
She really believed that. Look, she was planning a party. And she didn't even invite us.
Maybe she didn't know we were here.
Oh, she knew. She was too. She knew. Don't you think she knew?
I don't
The
know.
critter was telling her all kinds of crazy stuff.
It's a whole situation where it's like everybody else seems to know like what we're doing and when we're gonna do it, but us, like we're just trying to
what
muddle
is
our way through
that?
it.
Hey, what do you think she tasted like?
Poo.
Salty.
Like a big old pile of salty poo.
Oh.
As y'all are discussing what the queen may or may not have tasted like, all you're kind of standing around in this study when suddenly you only get that feeling like when you're riding on like a really crappy elevator in a building and it suddenly just drops by a couple feet under your feet. That's what happened. Your stomach drops and all of you immediately snap off the floor and fly up and hit the ceiling. And all the lights shut off in the palace for about 2 seconds, and then lights come back on, and you all crash back down onto the floor.
The gravity just stopped working for a second because
No, the island just dropped.
oh
The island
my gosh.
just dropped.
Where did it go?
No, human. I run over to the table and I grab a book. I'm like, human, this is the island. Mm-hmm. And I grab an inkwell and put it on top of it. And I'm like, and this is what just happened. And I drop the book and let the inkwell like catch itself and spill all over the top of this book.
Yep. That's
Reword
what-
inkwell. This is the island.
Oh.
So we are very much running out of time.
Okay. I'd like to anything else of like really interest other than the fact that she really was planning this like event.
Not really in this room, no.
Okay. We need to get out of here. Let's get back to his place. I don't know about the lots of you, but I could use a rest. I seriously need to meditate. Maybe it was that key I swallowed, but I feel like my chakras are all off.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, we should get back to Mortimer's. We should. Did you ever break that staff?
I did not. It is cracked. I did crack it.
Can I investigate it to see if there's any sort of like weirdness happening there? Because like where one magical bug oracle exists, there's a tribe of 20 more somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Nice, 19.
Ooh, wow.
So this staff was the staff that was wielded by the person who is the head of the sort of church, which has been her for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically, that was her magic focus.
Okay.
So when you took that away, she couldn't cast spells anymore.
Oh gosh, I'm so glad that was like the first order
I
of
know.
business for you.
That
Because
was really good.
Yeah, I know at the moment I was like, that staff's too important. I'm crushing it.
I feel like we should keep it though, because like I really did not want to have to like end her.
Maybe we should give it to the girl.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as like a sort of way to show our remorse.
It does belong to her. She's an heir.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay. Great. I never get to do my ideas.
Okay.
That's not true.
Well,
Okay, before we
that's
say
the
yes,
saddest thing I've ever
Is
heard.
that true? He does all of his
And as your
ideas.
friend, we're gonna let you do whatever you want.
He does all of his ideas. He's adorable. Okay, you lay it down and you put the broken pieces together, and then you
Okay.
take a rock and then you put little holes, a few spaces all the way down. Wait, and then I'm gonna take these seeds, like hero seeds, and there's one for each of us, and I put
Okay.
one here, and then one here, and one here, and here. So basically, like 2 in each half, and then I
Okay.
make them grow like vines, and they grow the staff back together, and then we give it to Anna, and it's
Oh,
fixed.
it mends it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not technically in 2 full half pieces. It's just cracked. So we just got to fix the crack. So that sounds good.
Yeah, we can still do that.
Should we fix it?
And then it's super,
Okay.
it's super magic staff, and we're there too. So it's
Okay.
like all of us.
Use those short porting ones. I'm running out of stones.
Oh, I still have the ones I used to lockpick. So I like,
Oh, yeah.
like I'm gonna start a fire. I'm just like drilling the little holes.
Yeah, perfect. And
Nice.
then as soon as there's 4 holes, like 4 little tiny holes, he puts a seed in each one, and then basically druid craft. So the seeds grow and just sort of wrap up the thing, and so it forms one staff.
It's like Fern Gully when they
Yeah,
trap hexes.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
exactly like that.
Grow.
Help it grow.
Help it grow.
Yeah, so we kind of get this shot of you guys like around this staff, and you kind of all work together and you make the friendship staff. The vines kind of grow around it, and there's little stones for each of you. And so you take this staff, like prepared to bring it with you. You head out of the palace, and reaching kind of the front gates of the palace, the sun is beginning to rise on the horizon, and the sun kind of catches the staff and reflects the light kind of in your hand. And you look out over the city, and you see the city in panic. There are a couple fires. You see people like lying in the street with like broken legs and arms, people who were not fortunate enough to have a ceiling to catch them when they fell for a couple seconds and then crashed back down onto the island again. There's broken windows. There's even a couple buildings that like slid off of their foundation and things like that. And you kind of see this shot of chaos, and all of y'all kind of unconsciously put your hand on this staff that you made together and think about the missing friends that you have in this tower and your plan to airdrop in to save them, and preparing to rescue our friends with only a day and a half left to save the island. That is where we will end this episode.
That was a hell of an episode.
Yeah.
You guys remember that part where the queen got eaten?
Yeah, I think all of us were like,
Whoa. What the fuck
I
was
thought
that
she
about?
was important. Guess not.
Surprise.
You guys remember that part where it just ate her whole thing up?
She knows the things, though. She didn't let me ask the questions
Well,
of
now
like,
she fucking got eaten.
where did the island come from? But we do know there was a history first, and that it's your mama's fault.
Okay, well, let's not bring her into this because, like, we can't even trust anything that woman says. Okay?
Hashtag not a princess over here.
Hashtag not my mama.
Because I will own you.
Wait a second. Before you start talking about my mama.
Not my mama.
Oh, no. I may not even believe in my mother, but at least I know she's not a
I
monster.
know she isn't. Mama, not my mama.
That's true.
Hashtag not my mom.
I don't have a segue for this. Chelsea, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of today's episode?
I adore this game. I was so sad last week when I had to miss that. I watched through the VOD and I was telling them I yelled at it the whole time because, dear God, not that I think we made any better choices just because Tisla was here today. But I am Little Red Dot. I am a content creator and storyteller, and I tell stories all over the internet by playing video games and rolling dice in tabletop RPGs on networks across the interwebs. So you can follow me at little_red_dot and see all the dice that I roll and all the stories that I tell.
Hell yeah. Kenny, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of today's episode?
My name's Kenny. You can find me at twitch.tv/Kenny Hill or youtube.com/Kenny Hill. And I'm just really glad that Tisla's back. Like, it makes me like, I can't wait till next week because we'll have hopefully the whole gang back together. And it's just like, it's so much fun to play through this story with these people. Like,
Hell yeah.
I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand about D&D. It's like, it's the story, it's the people you play with, it's the GM who's running it. Like, there's so many components that make it unique. And
yeah, and ours is like the perfect soup.
It is a tasty soup, and I don't even like soups.
It's friendship soup.
It's friendship soup. The chef of our friendship soup, Jack, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what did you think of today's episode?
Oh my god, I love your segues. My name is Jack. I go by JackoBuddy everywhere. Twitter is kind of my main place where you can follow me. I play on the Reliant Games channel on Tuesdays. I play on here on Thursdays for at least the next 3 weeks. And then I play tomorrow. Friday is the finale of the current Chronicle in the Chronicles of Cascardis series that I play over on Capricorn's Crosses channel. It's going to be super fun. There's something really bad that's going to happen. I just don't know what, but I can feel it in my bones, and it's going to be a good time.
Sweet.
Yeah, and tonight was super amazing. I love this cast. We're in the part of the show I was so excited to get to because it's like, oh, that's why Mortimer's in this show. That's why Carvos is in this show. That's why all these things were here and people knew things and had things they had to do. And everyone kind of has their little part to play in this huge elaborate scheme that is excitedly hitting the point where Mortimer's going to fly his little ship if everything goes according to plan, and then everything is suddenly in the hands of you guys with no one left to come bail you out. So we're getting to y'all's role, y'all's big mission, so to speak.
And we're panicking.
And there's only 3 episodes left, and I always drop the next week's episode name.
That's true.
And this is going to be a good one. Next week's episode is going to be titled Falling.
That's not ominous at all.
Tesla doesn't want to do that. Can I opt out?
I'm past.
No, thank you.
None of us can be here next week, it turns out.
I get a little sick, a little motion sick.
Well, now we know what's going to happen next episode. But before that, guys, I implore you, go check out our sponsors, the first of which is the Dice of Rolling. Kenny Hill here is one half of the Dice of Rolling. They're a complete set of polyhedral dice with optimized quantities and fun colors for D&D 5e. They just had their Black Friday sale, but you can still get $1 off by using coupon code UMG. They make great stocking stuffers for the nerds in your life, so I encourage you to go out there and get those. The second of our sponsors is Jack here with Reliant Games. For all of your podcast editing, hosting, and all kinds of other fun needs, check out Reliant Games on Twitter. They are just getting off the ground with that stuff, so definitely hit them up. Very fair prices. This game will be turned into a podcast, and we have another one coming in the future. Not too many spoilers on that one. And if you want to be part of the help of getting these beautiful faces before you paid, please go check out our Patreon. That is our entire goal there, is to get the people that help make content for this channel some money for them to do wonderful things with and play more games with. So I encourage you to go check out our Patreon. That being said, we're going to continue to spread the love with our good friend across the pond, Mr. Scraticus, who is currently playing some Ryutama, which I have been told is an adorable game. So we're going to go from Friendship Soup to another adorable game. So go check that out. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.